Especially when they're down, it is important to be decisive yet balanced. That's our approach at Compact Asset Management. Call my office today at pound 250 and say talk to Mo. We will discuss a proactive, balanced approach to your portfolio that can help safeguard your investments and keep you on track with your financial goals. Call pound 250 on your cell phone and say talk to Mo, and let's create a strategy for your investments today. Again, from your cell phone, call pound 250 and say talk to Mo.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
If you're rolling over your 401k to an IRA soon, but not sure if you want to go all in on this crazy market, here's what many retiring professionals are doing. How about a safe and secure IRA offering a contractually guaranteed 10% income bonus that grows 7% annually guaranteed? Your income can double in 10 years. Meanwhile, neither your principal nor your retirement income is ever subjected to a market downturn. Even if the market crashes by 50%, you get the 10% bonus. Your income keeps growing at 7%, and your principal may grow without losses uncapped. You go up with the index, never down, forward, never back. Get a 10% income bonus with a 7% contractually guaranteed growth rate. I compare over 1,200 annuities with a fiduciary duty and can help you retire and stay retired.
Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so compare with leading annuity authority Steve Jurich now. Visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Live and local.
Betting Network. All right, with college hoops starting last week, now's the time to get your copy of our annual betting guide for only $10. This year's guide has everything you need to bet on the games all season, including odds, trends, power ratings, and analysis for every team. Our team of experts, including Greg Hoops Peterson, who was on the show with us yesterday.
Yes.
JVT, Wes Reynolds, Tim Murray, and more provide their predictions for win totals, futures, conference champs, tournament teams, and a lot more. Sign up today to get your copy for $9.99. vsin.com/subscribe. JVT, I've got my top 50 power ratings for college hoops in the guide. I'm going to downgrade Oregon quite a bit after the Ducks' disastrous performance last night. Really, when you watch some of these teams early in the season, you're disappointed because you read a lot and you know a little bit about the personnel and you expect maybe too much early in the season. Texas, Michigan, Oregon, these teams had high expectations. I've had to downgrade all of these teams based on what I've seen in the past week.
Well, and the problem too is that the stuff that you read are people that are, covering the program, connected through. It tends to be more positive.
No question
right?
about it. And I always try to keep that in mind that the people writing about it tend to be fans of the program. Mm-hmm. So they're a little bit too optimistic, but and even with me tempering my expectations for some of the teams like Texas, because I know the transfers are going to take some time to fit in. The thing I was surprised how bad Texas looked over the weekend. Michigan last night, man, that was ugly. Michigan lost to Seton Hall. Nothing worse to me in the first week than Oregon's loss last night to BYU.
Yes.
Man, that was bad. 81-49 in a game in Portland. Largest margin of victory against a ranked opponent in the AP poll era. How about that? BYU is the first unranked team with a 30-point win away from home, road or neutral, over a top 15 opponent since November 1993. Yep. That's from ESPN Stats and Info, that 32. That's as bad as it gets last night. And by the way, Ducks were one of my best bets.
So last night, so this game was one of those. So I didn't watch it last night. I was watching the Spurs Clippers game.
There's no reason to watch it. After about 7 minutes, I tuned out and I started watching the NBA too.
So when I work in the morning, when I wake up early, I'll put on replays of games to watch them. So I put on this one. I was like, all right, I didn't get to see this. Didn't know what the score was. And I'm watching. I'm like, oh, wow. This is going south.
It only got worse.
It only got worse.
From bad to worse.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Best bets before we get to some of the big stuff that we have left for you. Let's go NBA here really quickly. Recap from last night and look ahead to today. Matt Humans, how about the Warriors? Didn't even have to sweat it last night, huh?
Nice call by you. I watched most of this game. I actually watched some of the replay too that I missed. And I love the way this Warriors team's put together. And that's without Klay Thompson, who, by the way, is back in 5-on-5 contact drills now. So he could be back within, what, you think, 6 weeks?
Yeah, some of the rumors are that maybe the debut was actually on Christmas for him, for the Golden State Warriors, but it's about that time. But you'll probably see Klay Thompson back in the fold. But you're right. And Steve Kerr has done such a great job, man. They are so good defensively.
Jonathan Kuminga was a good draft pick.
Yes, he was. And he showed a lot of energy yesterday, picked up some early fouls, but man, he had a block shot on Harden, was flying around everywhere. He's a lot bigger than you realize when you finally see him out there. But the Warriors got a lot to work with, man. They were throwing everything. And this is part of the analysis, too, we talked about yesterday. You think they wanted that game? Kerr was throwing box and ones, triangles and twos. They were doing everything to the Brooklyn Nets last night. So,
I think the Warriors, the entire organization, the players, everybody's had a little bit too much of Kevin Durant's chirping.
Yeah, potentially.
I don't want to make too much of it, but he's been yapping a little bit too much and taking shots at the Warriors. And they wanted that game last night. You can tell Stephen Curry, the Warriors wanted that game last night.
He took like a 33-footer, like 5 seconds into the shot clock at one point, and just drained it. Like it was a purely good, like pure Warriors kind of performance yesterday. So Warriors plus 3.5 get the outright win in blowout fashion last night. 3 for today. We will go with the Hornets. This is actually down to 1 in some spots. So as you can tell, I would disagree with that. But they're taking on the Washington Wizards. And look, Washington, they're 5-0 straight up, 4-0-1 against the spread their last 5 games. They've been one of the best stories in the early part of the year. They're one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. The troubling part for me with Washington is if you look at them offensively, how about this? So over this 5-game winning streak they're on, Humans, they faced the 28th, 29th, and 30th ranked defenses currently, but still put up an offensive rating of 108.6, which is not very good for the Washington Wizards. They're one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA, and very quietly one of the worst rim defenses in the NBA. On the other side, you get a Hornets team that is actually the 6th best shooting team in the NBA, takes the majority of their shots within 4 feet of the basket, likes to kick it out to open shooters. I think it's a good matchup, and I think this is the point where now you're getting to the high side of the value for Washington. So I'll take my shot and lay that one. Now it's down, like I said, down to 1 with the Charlotte Hornets. So that's the first one up there. The second one, I am going back for a I have been treated poorly by the Celtics. I haven't bet on them frequently, but it's not gone well. But again, this is one of those where I think the market's not realizing how much better the Celtics have been as of late, even with dealing with some of these injuries. You look at their past few games. For the Boston Celtics, 5-2 straight up, 5-1-1 against the spread, net rating of plus 6.8. You're talking about an Atlanta team that's one of the worst in the league defensively. And by the way, they have their own injury issues coming into this one too. They lost DeAndre Hunter to wrist surgery the other day for about 2 months. Bogdan Bogdanovic and others are questionable, but I just think they're one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA against a Celtics team that's starting to find its stride here a little bit. So that's up to 4.5 in some spots.
Hey, specifically, do you track your records betting on or against certain teams? Because we talked about this a lot in football season. Man, that team has been a thorn in my side all season, or this team's paid me off consistently, and you tend to go back to those teams. So sometimes in college football, I will track the team I play a lot and how I'm doing. And you said the Celtics have been giving you problems. Do you keep track of that?
No, I haven't. I can go back and look, and I should check that out. But I will say, like, I haven't bet them frequently because they have been inconsistent. But the last time I did bet on them was that Heat blowout, right, where they took out Miami in really big fashion. And that was the start, by the way, of this streak that they're on right now. So I think they're kind of in this mode where I think they're playable at this point right now. So I'll go back and check that out because there are some teams that have been giving me some problems. And then last but not least, so this is down to 3 in some spots. Use 3.5 here. The Thunder minus 3.5 against the Rockets. So when these two teams met like 2 weeks ago, 11 games ago, I wrote about this in the article that I thought the Thunder were the slightly better team. They got destroyed. But since then, this is a Rockets team that's 0-12 straight up. They've been outscored by 13.6 points per 100 possessions. Thunder 7-4 against the spread since they have met the Houston Rockets. They actually are 12th in defensive efficiency since then, compared to 25th to the Houston Rockets. Kevin Porter Jr. injury issues there for Houston. So I think Oklahoma City, a team that's been playing well, maybe a little revenge on their mind against a pretty bad Houston team. I'll lay it. I'll eat it with the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. So hopefully that continues. 21-10 on the year after the win last night with the Golden State Warriors. And then the addition, something you and I talked about in the National Football League, Colts plus 7.5 against the Buffalo Bills. This is actually a bigger number than they were catching on that Monday night game against the Baltimore Ravens. The Colts still are a pretty quality team. I think they fall asleep once they get big leads against lesser opponents, but this is still a really good offense, an explosive offense at that. Offensive line still, again, banged up, but I still think they have enough to stay within a number like that against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I think the Bills' defensive numbers are a little bit deceiving as well.
Oh, yeah. Look at the schedule that they've played.
I have. I've looked at it many times.
There's one Buffalo Bills fan that's like in my mentions about that. And I'm just like, you have to realize to look at the opponents they have faced from an offensive standpoint.
Look at the quarterbacks. Look at the opposing quarterbacks. Not impressive. So I think the Bills' defensive numbers are a little bit deceiving. And I actually think the Bills have become a little bit of a finesse team. The Colts are one of the more physical running offenses in the NFL. Jonathan Taylor has been on a hell of a run. So I'm with you here. I got Colts plus 7.5. A little concerned now about Lamar Jackson's status, but I think the Patriots numbers gotten out of hand on Thursday night, up to 7, but I did play the Patriots on this teaser. Pats -1, Ravens pick 'em. Pats against the Falcons, Ravens against the Bears. And Monday night, the Buccaneers. We talked about our top 10 quarterbacks. Tom Brady's having a lot of issues, problems, let's put it this way, without Gronk and Antonio Brown. And their offense has not been as efficient without Gronk and AB. And not only that, their defense has shown some deficiencies. How do you let the Washington football team go on a 12-play, 10-minute drive with the game on the line Sunday?
I bet them in game the Bucs, and I was like, all right, just get the ball back. 10 minutes later, I'm like, all right, well, they're never going to get it back.
With Taylor Heineke at quarterback. I actually love to bet the Giants in the road dog roll. And I'll have some numbers on the Friday show about the Giants and how good they've been in the road dog roll. College football best bets. Nothing changes from yesterday. I am going to have a couple changes to this list. Adds tomorrow, but so far, Nevada -1.5 over Air Force. West Virginia -2.5 over the mess that is Texas. UCLA -3 over USC. If you haven't bet that yet, bet it now because it's 3.5 here at the South Point, and it's going to 3.5 at several other books. Hawaii +2.5 over Colorado State. Last game on the board Saturday night. Bruce Marshall on with us today. He's on that UCLA game as well. College hoops. That was a disaster last night. Bet on two of the best coaches in the game, and Tony Bennett and Dana Altman got blown out in both games. Virginia, a 20-point loss. Oregon, a 32-point loss. Incredible. I have no explanation for what happened to the Ducks last night. There was a lot of money on the Ducks in the market. 6-6 now in college hoops. Got to do better. I'm taking a pass tonight, coming back on Thursday. McRib counter is up to 32. A big run on McRibs here the past couple of days, JVT. I've had 3 since the end of yesterday's show, and I'm heading to McDonald's as soon as this show's over today. Something happened to me 2 days ago. This never happened. I've been eating. Are
you 2 a visit or what? 1?
Nah, sometimes 2, usually 1.
Okay.
I go back again 3 hours later. Sometimes get another one 6 hours later. 2 days ago, I went to McDonald's. I drive away from the window. This never happened. I open the box and there's no barbecue sauce on the McRib.
What?
It was a plain patty. I had to take it back. I said, look, I've been eating these since I'm 5 years old. This never happened. And they gave me a new McRib with barbecue sauce and extra fries.
My Guys in the Desert coming up next.
Make this football betting season your best ever with our exclusive new betting splits feature on vsin.com. Track the money and betting volume for every game on the schedule to find your betting edge. Plus, get everything our football experts have to offer with daily best bet emails, 24/7 video access, and point spread weekly. All for less than $22 a month when you sign up for vsin All Access today at vsin.com/subscribe.
Check out the VSiN store for the latest and greatest in sports betting fashion. We have more than 40 shirt designs, including our most popular one. Cash and tickets is what it's all about. You'll find VSiN shirts and hats for any occasion, and they're all made to order, so you can find the right design, color, and size perfect just for you. You'll find VSiN hats and even VSiN coffee mugs, all in our online store. Just go to vsin.com/store and order now. That's vsin.com.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-628-6070. 800-628-6070. 800-628-6070. That's 800-628-6070.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari talks about the dangers of emotional investing.
There's 2 things that people sell. One is greed and one is fear. Whenever you buy either one of those, you're going to end up getting burned because they are the epitome of emotions. And you've heard me say, whenever emotions take over, you're in trouble. If you don't want that to happen to you, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to do an objective evaluation of your portfolio. You'll find the right degree of risk, what you have in your portfolio, what you should have, depending on your age, depending on your emotional makeup, depending on your financial makeup, depending on what your objectives are. All of those things go in to determine the correct balance of portfolio. We'll do that for you. It is free. You have to at least get started.
If you're ready to get started, call pound 250 and say talk to Mo, or go to compact.com and click on the Get Started button. That's COMPAK.com.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Wednesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose in there pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And I got all my okay, first off, let me just start something off here. My watch battery died.
Okay.
So I wasn't really aware of the time.
Yeah.
I heard a commercial break fire. And I thought, it's time to start the YouTube feed.
Yes.
So I hit some buttons, and then we're standing around talking, and I was like, shouldn't the show be on by now? And turns out I started the feed 15 minutes early. So if anybody goes back and watches the video feed, you're going to have to fast forward 15 minutes to the part where we actually start the show. And I glance over and I see Hefty Lefty. He says, started the stream nice and early today, huh? Well, I very much appreciate it. Fun game, trying to figure out what you guys are talking to each other about.
Yeah.
Brush up on my lip reading, that's for sure. So then I held up a
you don't want to read these lips.
Yeah. Or like I said, we could make a lot of money if we charge people for the behind the scenes stuff on this show.
After dark.
But for Hefty Lefty, when I saw that, I held this up.
Yeah.
Hefty Lefty is a creeper. So not like it's his fault, because I accidentally started it way too early, but it was fun to tell he was a creeper.
Yeah, so, and we appreciate Hefty Lefty being here, and being on time and ready to go, prepared and ready to go.
Yeah. He's got his pencils, he's got his paper.
Right.
He's ready to go. And remember, the bell doesn't excuse you.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. So today starts a day of just should be jubilation and joy.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, we said not likely, but possible. That's what we said yesterday when the question came up. Could the Arizona Coyotes beat the St. Louis Blues? Not likely, but possible. Berg, even who is the most cynical Phoenix sports fan, says 3 periods, 60 minutes. You never know.
Yep.
And sure enough, it happened. Yep, that's it. Arizona Coyotes beating the St. Louis Blues last night. Craziness.
How about that?
They scored in every single period, and at the end of it, they beat the St. Louis Blues 3-2. Old Hayton had a couple of goals, and Kyle Copacabana, he had a goal. It was just
at the Copa,
crazy.
Copacabana.
And also crazy is the Coyotes had a bunch of injuries. They had 7 players out from injury, 2 down to COVID-19, and they were still able to get the W.
How about that?
Against the Blues.
I mean, miracles still do happen to this day.
Don't call it a comeback because it's really not, guys. It was just a trap game. It was a fluke, but still happy for the Arizona Coyotes.
Absolutely. We got to like that. We got to like our Coyotes getting a win here and there.
So for at least one day, we will not talk badly about the Arizona Coyotes. I will not say their record.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, well done, good job. There's nothing else that needs to be said about that.
Absolutely.
So,
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I saw that. I don't do double takes very often, but I actually had to kind of rub. It was dark, and I was like, rub my eyes. I'm like, are you kidding me? Wow, I couldn't believe it. Anybody watch the game?
No, I did not get a chance to watch the game. I don't have the Bally's Sports Network on my subscription.
I think Big George for sure saw the game. I'm sure he's got stuff to say about it. I think I saw him tweeting on the Twitters. Mars Bars 805 says, happy Wednesday. Thanks for the heads up today. 3 p.m. Best show in town and time to stay away from the HOV lane. What? Thanks, guys. Great show. 805 Whiskey Wednesday, please. Go Lakers. But okay. Again, Mars Bars 805 always hits us with a text that needs unpacking. And I got to rewind back, but why is it time to stay away from the HOV lane? Because it's 3 o'clock? Is that what you're saying? Because
because it's the hefty fine is in place between 3 and 6.
$400.
No, 3 and 7, I believe. 3 and 7.
Yeah, between 3 and 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. 3 p.m. I don't understand. Why is it till 7 and not just 6?
Well, I mean, people get off work. I don't know. I don't know.
That's
because we're Arizona.
It's garbage. By the way, I'm a little excited. There has been a lot more activity on that daylight savings bill. Somebody introduced a bill that would abolish daylight savings nationwide.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I don't ever do this, but I went on US government takingyourmoney.com or whatever the hell it is, and I clicked the thing saying get updates about this bill. And so I've been getting updates, and they've been adding co-sponsors. They're up to like 30. So that means something about to happen. There's going to be a vote. It's going to pass. Everything's going to be good.
All right.
And we will never have to worry about time change again.
We hope.
Except for I wish this happened in the summer so we'd stay Pacific time. I have a feeling that the state of Arizona is going to be like, all right, well, if nothing's moving, we'll just stick with the mountain time. That's what I don't want to have happen.
I don't think we're ever on Pacific
I want my
time.
football earlier. Yeah, we were just on Pacific time. See, I understand.
No, I think the rest of the country was on Arizona time.
You have to be realistic.
No,
old school Arizonan.
We don't change. California, they change.
Yeah, and guess what? By not changing, you change anyway.
No.
When the entire country shifts, in the summer, we're Pacific time. In the winter, we're Mountain time. Right now, we share the same time as Mountain time.
No. We're Arizona time.
You
always.
know, you can
Fourth Dimension back me up on this.
However you want to see it, the reality is
It's Arizona time.
I want this to go into effect in the summer, not the winter. And the reason is sports motivated, Randy.
Okay.
Because I like to be up in the morning on Sunday and have that first game broadcast start at 10, not at 11.
Well, there you go.
I don't like staying up late watching other games, happening. I want to be on Pacific time, not Mountain time.
Well, there's no guarantee that it's going to lock in the winter time. Or
I don't think it's going to matter when they vote. I think it's just now Arizona will then decide, okay, where are we going to be on this?
I hope that's what it is, that you just get to choose. Because if you get to choose, who wouldn't choose Pacific?
Well, Arizona's not going to change their time.
But the way Arizona is, we won't be able to decide.
We don't have to decide because we're damn Zona. That's why.
Yeah, or the current leadership will be saying, well, Eastern time seems nice. No, why? Why are you doing this?
It doesn't even make sense. And then they'll just still push it through.
So whatever happens, I'm looking forward to things being what they will be and never having to think about it again. But I would like my sports.
Well, and I get what you do. I don't think about it. I don't care. I don't think about it. I just go through life not worrying about the time. I have, amazing wristwatches and cellular phone devices that tell me what time it is. I don't worry about it.
It's not about telling what time it is. It's about what time the games start. And
I get that. I get that.
It works better for my life.
I
if
get
the games
that.
start early.
Well, you've got a lot of things involved in that.
I know.
You have to align satellites and Sagittarius, and when the moon is in the seventh sky and Jupiter aligns with Venus. I mean, I understand all that. Yeah.
I just know that coming from the East Coast, I've gotten used to the 10. I'll take the 11 over the
still better for you. Yeah.
1 p.m. that used to happen in my life was when football started. You didn't go to bed until 1 a.m. I'll still take the 11, but I prefer the 10. The 10's nice.
So I would just like things to decide what they're going to be and be that.
Yeah.
Not have to ever worry about when am I calling somebody on the East Coast? Is this too late? Is this too early? Is this my mom lives in Pacific time? I've got some kids living in Mountain time, and I got to make sure I'm not messing around with that. Just if I know what it is, then I know what it is, and I don't got to think about it no more. And broadcast stuff makes life even more difficult. So I'm just saying, I'm excited. They're going to finally figure that out, and we won't to even worry about it.
Nice.
And it's good for your health. They're saying that all the heart attacks everybody keeps having right after time change is because of the time change. Well, now we won't have to worry about it. All for it. All
right.
Last Optimist says, my dad wants the same thing. He wants Illinois to stay on Central Daylight Time, which is the same as Eastern Standard. Is it? I don't know if that's right. Is that right? I'm confused by that.
What does he mean? The same as Eastern, Central and Eastern
they're not the same.
They're not the same. I think he meant not the same.
Yeah.
Central would be earlier for football if you were there than Eastern. So I guess that's what he means.
He's agreeing with me, so I'm just going to let it ride.
Yeah.
He says Radio Pal wants California always shift to our time. Pacific Daylight Time is the same as Mountain Standard Time, which we never leave. Last Optimist, you're making everything more confusing. Right now, we are in Mountain Time. They are in Pacific Time. If we decide to be Pacific, that would be us moving to them once and for all, never doing anything else.
Arizona will not move in any direction. We will stay right where we're at. It won't affect us at all. California and the rest of the country will move in accordance to where Arizona stands. And I have spoken.
Technically, they're all moving around us.
Yeah, we have no choice. Right, but in that sense, we end up moving anyway because of their movement.
No movement.
Okay. King of Kitten says, I watched the game last night in Spanish, the soccer game.
The soccer game?
Canada and Mexico, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which I saw a little bit of because I
Breaking news.
Went for tacos.
There was a soccer game on last night.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you're going to watch a soccer game, that's the best language to watch it in. Even if you don't know what they're saying, it's way more exciting. Boomer Sooner says, happy hump day, everybody out there listening to the blender. Randy, could I get a cold beer and just a little bit sooner on a hump day? Playing Iowa State at home this weekend. Boomer Sooner. And he says, I know it's just as you thought, Jeffrey. My trade for Mac Jones did not go through with Eternal Optimist. Matter of fact, I said, heck no. Well, sometimes that happens, my friend. Hefty Lefty says, I don't think Arizona would get a choice. International datelines would determine which time zone it would be in. Pretty sure it would fall under Mountain Time Zone. Well, yeah, I don't know that you're correct on the datelines determining that, but you're probably right. Big George says, hey, gentlemen, happy Wednesday. I actually prefer the later start times for NFL games. Well, you're disqualified. He says, I'm not a morning person, so games starting after 11 is actually preferred. I'm not a morning person, but if you can't drag your ass out of bed to watch a game at 10 a.m., you probably need to be going to some meetings or something. Big Stanky 87 says, I will miss that night when the bars stay open an extra hour when it falls back an hour. I think the bars just close when they close. I don't think that's even a thing, man. Lost Toby says, standard and daylight time is different, even if it's mountain time part of the year.
A lot of math involved here.
Yeah,
a lot of math.
Yeah,
you guys know how bad we are at math.
And there's a standard time and there's a daylight time for all the time zones. And I'm not going to do it because I don't care to. That's geography, which we also don't do on the show.
We don't do geography. We don't do math. And sometimes we don't even speak English.
15, 80, el fanático.
There you go.
Muy bien. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está este?
Told you.
I think I've used all the words I know. So, all right, you want to talk about something dumb? Okay, I want you guys to help me decide dumb and dumber. Which one's dumb? They're both dumb. And which one's dumber? All right, I got two things here, dumb and dumber.
All right.
The Staples Center is set to change its name and become Crypto Arena, the crypto.com arena. They'll get $700 million, which is smart. You take the money.
Now, is it in cryptocurrency, though?
That's a very good question. You have to assume that it might be.
Yeah.
But so now the legendary Staples Center, by the way, is Staples shut down or something? They're all gone? Or are they still in business?
They're still hanging on, I think, by a thread.
Yeah. You've changed the name where Kobe played and where all these people played and where there was everything from hockey to basketball to greatness and this and that and championships. And everybody knows it's the Staples Center. Hey, let's go to the Staples Center. Hey, I've gone to the Staples Center. You been to the Staples Center? Sure.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Staples Center the other day. Now it's the Crypto Arena. Dumb.
Well, okay. I could see
dumb
why.
name.
Change is hard sometimes. Yeah, I
It's a
understand.
dumb name. It's like the Foot Fungus Arena in downtown.
No, I
it's
don't
not.
like
It's the
that.
America West
Yeah.
Arena.
I don't like the footsie arena.
I liked it better. Is what was it for? State Farm? No, that was.
No, it was the Walking Stick Resort.
Oh yeah,
arena or something like that.
that was at least interesting.
Yeah.
So Crypto Arena, which you're right, Lost Toby. Now the Crips are going to claim it. They're like, see, it's ours. Let's fight. That's dumb, or is it dumber than this? Headline: Fox to launch a new USFL in April. How dumb is that?
I think that's actually dumber.
You got
Fox is
USFL
going to
coming,
launch?
you got XFL coming, you got all these people trying to start these springtime football leagues. It will never work. It won't work. Even when people said, "Oh, look, it's working," well, the ratings were garbage. Oh no, but it's still better than before. It's working. Guess what? They're out of business. Oh, I thought that would work. It will never work. Springtime football, as much as I wanted it to work, you wanted it to work. Well, a continuation of football. How nice is this? And some people went out and joined fantasy football leagues for those things. I'm like, you will never finish the season. And I was right. So, dumber. Fox doing the USFL in April or the Staples Center becoming Crypto Arena? And by the way, if they say Crypto Arena, it's better than crypto.com arena.
Well, maybe they'll refer to it as the Crypt.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably say that.
See,
but that's not cool.
Yeah.
Is it Kobe's Crypt?
The Crypt.
Just saying.
The Crypt. I don't know.
Gonna land a helicopter on top of the Crypt Arena?
What I think, wow.
What?
What I think is going to happen is people are still going to call it the Staples Center regardless, because that's what it's most commonly known as.
The Chase Field. A lot of us still call it Bob. Bank One Ballpark is what it was originally.
That's what it is. It's not Chase.
So you think a lot of people can just call it that?
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't physically move locations, a la the Atlanta Braves moving to another part of town and moving to Truist Park, which is also but if you didn't do that, then we're going to call it what it's been this entire time, which is Staples. I don't know.
Still dumb. I think he's dumb. Dumb as hell. Lost Toby says
it's so dumb they made $700 million off it.
I said that part was that part is smart. The name is dumb.
Yeah. Well,
Lost Toby says, well, they can't they both be dumb? Well, yeah, they are both dumb. But which one's dumber is what we're asking.
I think the USFL though is dumber. It's
another
not,
failed attempt.
Yeah, we're on 3 now. This is the 3rd league of springtime football we are attempting to start. And the last 2 didn't make it past season 1.
Well, The Rock bought the XFL, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're going to try and bring it back.
He's going to bring that back, right?
Well, something he's given his ex-wife to do for fun.
And then you got the Foxes breaking out the USFL. I think it might be fun.
No, it won't be.
When one of these leagues makes it to a 2nd season, then I will buy in a little bit more.
Yeah,
I won't even buy in.
So you think the Fox bringing out the USFL is dumber than the crypto arena?
At least someone made $700 million off the crypto arena. The USFL, we'll see if anyone actually breaks even or makes money or whatever. Because I know a lot of stuff happened, at least with the Alliance of American Football. A lot of players wound up not getting paid. They ran out of money. They just flat out ran out of cash. So I'm not entirely thrilled about round 3 of this. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Calling the Staples Center crypto.com arena dumb. USFL dumber.
Okay.
I think that's it. I think we have decided.
Right. I'm with you.
Lost Toby has a slogan for the crypto.com arena. He says it's the crypt where careers go to die. Well, look at most of the Lakers. They're close to it.
Yeah.
They're all eyeballing the death right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Blissful Hayes says the Suns play at America West Arena. You're damn right.
Mhm.
You're damn right.
Mhm.
Senior Wake and Bake says, sup, fellas? Yeah, I'm waiting for the Preparation H Arena next. Yeah, that team's a pain in the ass, aren't they? Mars Bars 805 says, if you want to see the first game at 10 a.m., then we'd have to go to Pacific time, Jeffrey. Going back to Cali. Going back to Cali. Time zone, that is.
No.
I would like us to be Pacific time. I think that would be great personally, but I won't get what I want.
You mean
I
you
never
would
get what I
like
want.
you would like Pacific time to catch up with us?
Whatever makes you happy.
There you go.
As long as
That
it
makes
works.
me happy.
Okay. Hefty Lefty says, yeah, I'm just going to call it the Crypt. Seems on brand for that location. Well, that's awfully judgy, isn't it? True, but judgy. Mr. Wilbur says, the real question is, do you like having the East Coast only 2 hours different from us during this time of year, or do you prefer to have the same time as California as we do the other times? Well, I think we've made that clear. We want to be we want California to be on board with us. Okay, Randy, does that make you happy if I say it that way?
Well,
You're not even paying attention.
I don't think that. Well, yes. Fine.
Yeah, I know. Big Stanky 87 says, in states that do daylight savings, the bars stay open an extra hour and they close an hour early, depending on the switch. Oh, don't screw with me. Just, give me a drink when I can have a drink. Don't give me a drink when I can't have a drink. Let's just make it that way. I don't care. Oh, it's dark when we get home from school. Oh, toughen up, Buttercup. Come on.
I mean, daylight saving is about farming, and we don't, as a nation, farm like that anymore. And the farmers that we do have, they do a valiant job. They also have technology and lights that they can use to extend the hours that they work. So we don't need to actually account for the sun anymore. Let's just keep the time one time and just do that.
I mean, look at Keon making sense.
I try,
of course.
I just want a good excuse for when I run over kids with my car. It was dark. I don't know. How's it my fault? Really? God. Well, he shouldn't have been in his yard. Okay, maybe he shouldn't have been in his front yard when I came up off the curb and ran him over and backed over him a couple times because of what he threw at me.
It was dark outside. Johnny should have been in bed.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think we know who the real victim is. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we got the injury report. That's right. There's people that are injured you need to know about, and an awful lot of this is going to be about the NFL quarterbacks. Come on back, kids. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
Arizona State basketball, they're going to get back at it tomorrow with a big game traveling to San Diego for a matchup against San Diego State. There are two games involving Pac-12 teams coming up tonight. Stanford is playing host to Valparaiso. Stanford goes in as a 13-point favorite, and the over-under is at 133. And then number 2, UCLA, they are at Pauley Pavilion in Los Angeles tonight as they play host to North Florida. UCLA sitting as a 26-point favorite, over-under 145.5. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic.
You ever hear something on the radio and figure I got to give it a shot? Well, I did. This is Stephen McCollum, host of The Main Event here on The Fanatic. I heard all the ads for Valley Medical Weight Loss and thought, what have I got to lose? I'm a client with Valley Medical Weight Loss, so I know firsthand that it really works. Valley Medical is a true pioneer in the weight loss industry, supervised by board-certified physicians, helping you gain the edge in your weight loss battle, boosting your energy, and getting you real results. 3 Valley locations, so there's one near you. Visit valleymedicalweightloss.com for info, and when you go, mention The Fanatic or Money Radio and get your first week free.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Hi, Randy here from the Race Setup. Ever hear of Built Bar? It's the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar. Built is also the official partner of NASCAR, so you know it's the real deal. It's low in calories, low in sugar, high in protein. But you won't believe how good it tastes. They have all sorts of flavors like coconut almond, mint brownie, raspberry, cookies and cream, and double chocolate. My favorite. Where do you get them? At built.com. Use code Randy10 and get 10% off your order. Randy10 for 10% off at built.com.
You feel that? It's finally happening. It's starting to get cooler. Is it time to start wearing sweaters? No, it's time to call Harman Solar. See, if you install solar now, you get to enjoy huge savings next summer, up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That means you can put that AC at whatever temperature you like year round. Harman Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, it helped me pay for my house.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard, aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Get your college game on. Get ready for the fight songs. Get ready for the traditions. Get ready for the rivalries. It's college football.
He's gone. There he goes through the line. He'll take it to the house, 90 yards.
And we've got the games you want to hear.
Wide open, and the tight end rolls to the end zone.
College football lives on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
Today, Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona sports betting station. Thursday night football, Patriots at Falcons. Are the Falcons completely broken? Is Mac Jones the second coming of Tom Brady? Well, this game will go a little further towards exploring both those questions, and you can hear it here on 1580, The Fanatic. So, I saw the old Tommy Brady decides he's going to do himself a little show on ESPN Plus.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to do his version of The Last Dance while he's still last dancing. And I thought, well, I should take a look because it's like the first episode's out. And I didn't get to watch too much of it this morning, but here were my notes on what I saw. Okay, first off, the start of the show, you're thinking, okay, well, it's Tom Brady doing this, so the production value is going to be amazing. The voiceover guy was horrific. Did you hear him? Man in the Arena, brought to you by Under Armour. Under Armour. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, seriously, go watch what I'm talking about. It is a man in the arena. Tom Brady, Under Armour.
I am available for hire by some of these big corporations that do these things.
No joke. You are a bazillion times better than Under Armour. And he was trying to sound like badass. And I don't know how Tom Brady. It's like, all right, let's look at the rough cut. Man in the marina. Bye, 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 bye. No, can you do that again? It's man in the arena, not the marina. Sorry. Man in the arena. Brought to you by Under Armour. No, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah,
that's
good.
beautiful.
That was good. All right, let's go.
To take, lock it down.
I think Tom Brady was just too mesmerized by looking at himself. He's like, oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh,
Look at all that slow motion footage of me.
Yeah. And that's what's happening. There's a lot of slow motion footage and stuff that is inexplicably like geese flying. Why are there geese flying in this? I don't understand. It was artistic, and so I'm sure he was like, wow, this is great, and not really paying attention to the fact that man in the arena brought to you by Under Armour was bad.
Just somebody working at the ESPN going, don't worry, as long as we've got these graceful NFL film shots of he's not even going to notice. He's not even going to hear it.
Quality control, people.
And then
quality control.
Sports Center brought to you by.
All right, so for something like that,
remember that guy?
I think it's the same guy. It's the same. It's the
Man
same.
in the arena brought to you by.
It's the same guy who just got kicked in the nuts. Man in the arena brought to you by. It's like, holy God, that was bad. So right off the bat, I'm annoyed. Right off the bat, I'm sitting there at the kitchen table. Wow. I'm just like, don't know how far I'm gonna make it. Don't know. So then there's a disclaimer. There should be a disclaimer about the language because Tommy says the F word a lot.
What?
Tom Brady has got a potty mouth. He always
Wow.
has. I didn't realize that.
You kiss your mom with that mouth, Tom Brady?
Well, he definitely open mouth kisses his kids with that mouth, and he shouldn't. You know the way he swears. And so I start watching this thing, and they start talking about the history and whatever, and they dig up Drew Bledsoe, and he's just like, I don't know why I'm here. And all this is a big, long, tired love letter to himself. And I made it about 10 minutes, and I'm like, it was sort of interesting. And then I was just like, yeah, I think I'm good. I know the story. Click. I don't know if I can watch anymore.
Do you think he did this of his own vorition because...
No, I think he did it at gunpoint. I could explain the voiceover guy.
Nobody has approached him to do something on his life?
No, because the ESPN reaches out. I think they liked The Last Dance. I think that they probably pitched it to Brady as his version of that.
Yeah.
But the difference between this and The Last Dance is that we're separated from The Last Dance by time. So it's really cool to go back and look at that
time
last
capsule.
year.
Yeah.
And really, there's some details I missed. There's some details I didn't know. Oh, I remember that. As opposed to what we're seeing here with Tom Brady, where we all just lived through that.
Yeah.
It's not new. It's not interesting.
See, 20 years from now, this would be an interesting piece.
Yeah.
Even then, he's a very boring human being. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan had layers. Michael Jordan,
figuring that out.
Michael Jordan was an a-hole. He was a gambler. He had a dark side.
Yeah, there's a drama. Like, did his gambling get his father killed? Like, there's a story there.
Yeah, he's got issues.
He left
with
to go play
Pippen.
baseball.
All right, and then you got Tom Brady. I married a model. Okay. So here's how you'll know in future episodes if this is indeed what I call it, a tired love letter to himself.
Okay.
If he gets to the part about Giselle and there's no bikini shots, that's a tired love letter to Tom Brady right there. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I married this broad. Okay, anyways, blah, 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 blah. It's like, whoa.
Now, more about me.
Yeah, hold on there, man. Hold on. So, I got about 10 minutes in, and it was still Drew Bledsoe sitting there looking uncomfortable. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to click. You know, again, I got stuff to do. When The Last Dance came on, I was like, all the other stuff can wait. I'm going to watch this. This is intriguing. This is interesting. And I knew there would be stories that would come out of it later because people who weren't happy about how this was done or that was done. So it was like, oh, this is Showtime. No,
that was the Lakers. Showtime was the Lakers.
Boring.
I was just interested to see if Michael Jordan's whiskey, the level of whiskey in his glass ever changed. And I think it did.
Oh, yeah. It did.
Oh, yeah. Several times.
Yeah. And I'm sure he was purposely taking big swigs so they'd have to come over and re-level it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, probably had a giant jug, fill them up like a pit NASCAR pit crew there.
Heck yeah.
So anyway, if somebody else wants to watch the rest of this and say, oh, no, it's good, or yeah, don't bother, please, because I don't want to. I don't want to have to watch no more.
Great. Thanks, Jeffco. I won't watch 1 minute of it.
They're not going to tell you anything about Tom Brady that you don't already know.
Hey, did you deflate them balls? No. Okay. If you have control over your own documentary, it's, there's no point to it. We all know what he's going to say. Hey, was there any video cameras up in that? No. Oh, yeah. You and Bill ever have a problem? No. Oh, this is great. This is good. Okay. Well, we answered a lot of questions here, didn't we? Nothing interesting about this documentary series, Man in the Arena.
Man in the Arena.
I mean, I know it's a quote, part of something that he liked, but I still don't get it.
Brought to you by
Man in Arena.
White Claw.
Yeah, I think the quote is something to the effect of, the only person who can really judge you is the person who's actually in there doing it, in there doing the fighting. Don't worry about the critics or the crowd or whatever. So I get the meaning behind the quote, but
yeah, okay. Well, I definitely have something to say about Man in the voice booth. Oh my God, it was bad. Anyway, so that's all you're going to get out of me is those 10 minutes. I'm done. I'm done. So somebody else can watch it and fill me in. Here's a good candidate, The Bird. He's a Patriots fan. He says, afternoon, guys. Brady not the same since he left New England. It's the ESPN plus thing. Not worth watching. Yeah, well, there's a lot of good stuff on there. I like the Peyton Manning stuff. Yeah, I get it. Colts fan. But can I be honest? Ronda Rousey doing her version of Peyton's Places and Eli doing his college football version.
Mouth breathing.
Bad.
Yeah.
They both suck.
Yeah, it's weird because Ronda Rousey has all of the history, but she doesn't really have any charisma at all.
Yeah, none. And it was hard to watch because I think she was like, and I'm just going to be me. Not going to wear any makeup. I'm going to wear frumpy clothes, and I'm just going to be me. Well, that was a mistake.
If she had the personality to carry it, it
Yeah,
wouldn't have made a difference, but she doesn't have it.
I'd have been all thumbs up. Pro women on that one. But sometimes there's women you're like, you should probably put on some makeup. You probably should. Yeah. Maybe them sweats, maybe a brighter color, anything. But what you're doing right now is good because we have to look at it. Can you just make an effort? I get it. It's only American TV. Whatever.
I mean, but Peyton was out there with his bright blue suit when he was, going to hang out with the Bears.
He had a collar shirt or something. He was like,
not all the time, but
he wasn't walking in a tank top or something like Eli in the 90s. Big Stanky 87 says, Jeffrey, I made $80 off of a $1 parlay. Wow, good for you, man. Question: how many of those have you lost? I'll wait. I know. I'm impressed. I mean,
if it's off of a $1, that's that's a nice little lotto ticket thing you got going on there. Go for it.
Mars Bars 805 says, hey, we do farming here. We grow indoor crypt. That's right. Like LA Crypt Stadium. I hope it's not associated with the Crips when you call it the Crypt. We don't know what you're talking about, Mars Bars 805. I read your text. I'm sure somebody else gets it. And they're like, oh, yeah. I have no idea what that means. Do you guys?
No.
Last Optimist says, daylight savings was never about farming. It was introduced to save power during World War II for the war effort. They did a study on Indiana when Indiana started observing daylight savings time a decade back, and it shows that the power savings do not exist. So best it should be banned. Get rid of it.
Okay.
Thank you, Last Optimist.
I had always heard it was about farming, but thanks for the correction.
That's what people have always said. But yeah, he is correct in his take there. Moist One says it was actually about candle conservation back in Ben Franklin's time, not about farming.
Candle conservation?
Oh, yeah, those things melt.
Then,
Sounds very historical. I'm going to go ahead and believe it.
Okay.
Hefty Lefty says, I wonder if the new arena sponsor will change food service providers. It is one of the only places in the country you can get a Pepsi at a McDonald's as of right now. Hefty, is that really your biggest concern?
Wait a minute.
They gave that entire stadium a goofy ass name, and we're talking. Okay,
can I still get Pepsi?
I mean,
yes. Okay. Can I still get Pepsi? No. That's bullcrap.
Are you
to get upset about?
Are you telling me that somehow a McDonald's franchise inside this arena does not serve Coca-Cola? It serves Pepsi. Wow.
Yeah, it's
not
worth it.
I am impressed.
They are messing with the time-space continuum on this. Hey, McDonald's does not serve Pepsi products.
No, they do at the old Staples Center.
God. I mean, everything now in the universe is thrown out of kilter.
Yankees Evil Empire says that's what's great about Yankee Stadium. It has always been and always shall be Yankee Stadium. I think he spelled it wrong, but still
Yankee Stadium.
I like that they kept the name there. I mean,
so what are you going to call this?
Lakers, I can't approve. It's
Lakers Arena or something.
It's like the Niners, Levi Stadium.
Well, these guys get big money for that stuff.
But Candlestick Park is.
That was cool.
Has character to it.
Yeah,
that was cool.
But I guess they did also physically move
Soldier
location,
Field.
So. Yeah,
better.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, and I agree with you 100%. But these guys get like the Foot Fungus Arena downtown. What was it? Something like $80 million or $800 million.
I've seen their commercial. That does not look like a company that had $80 million to spare. To be honest,
$800 million.
Seriously?
I believe it's 800.
No, footprint. Look up the footprint deal. There's no way that company's got that much money. They're just quietly just cranking up billions of dollars right under our noses here in Arizona. Lost Toby says Lions are being regulated to the USFL. That actually is probably not a bad idea.
Oh, boy.
I know you're joking, but that might not be a bad idea. And he says, I call the San Francisco Giants Park Pac Bell Park still. Yeah, everybody, if it's a good name, everybody still remembers it by that name. If it's a bad name, okay, fine, change it. But, I don't know. Fish Tank says, Jeffrey doesn't think one more team should be in the NFL. So I can imagine a whole league of teams. Okay, I don't understand. And if you're going to add one more, you have to add two more. That's just the way it is. But I don't think we can. I don't know how you can imagine a whole league of teams. I'm listening. Berg says everything will eventually be sold to naming rights. Wrigley, Fenway, all those will go down too. Well, you hope not. I mean, Wrigley was originally, Wrigley's chewing gum. So I don't know what Fenway was supposed to be for. Just Tip says, good afternoon, gentlemen. We need the early start times for games. I'd rather crawl out of bed early so I don't have to crawl into bed late. And by the way, I want Josh Applebaum's opinion on parlays. Well, we got it last time. He said that parlays are not a great idea. Not something that you want to do too much because there's just a higher probability of losing based on all the different things. But we've all known somebody who's won on a parlay and it's like, wow, that's amazing. So that's always my first question. Somebody says, I won a parlay. I was like, well, how many did you not win? Because it's like when somebody says, I just got $2 on the Powerball. Really? How many times you buy a Powerball ticket and you got nothing? Okay. Yeah. So it's all about the math that you guys know we're bad at. Let's see here. Big George says, Moist One is wrong. That is completely wrong about candle conservation. Big George, Moist One just sometimes he says things. So Hefty Lefty says the Footprint Company is only listed with 30 employees. I don't know where they're getting all the money for this deal. Senior Wake and Bake says they need a Kotex field made with real Kotex.
Can we not?
Wait, no, I'm trying to picture this.
Can we not?
So the grass is made of Kotex? Are they sticking straight up? Or is it just flipped over in the string?
And cue the call from FedFan.
No, I'm not saying nothing about women. I'm just talking about Kotex. If you're saying the field is made with it, how does that work, Senior Wake and Bake? I really shouldn't ask a guy who's clearly smoking marijuana his opinion on something that he just dreamt up like that, but I'm intrigued. Thinking the string side up first, and everything's feel like that could be some ankle injuries. And I have to take a break and think about this. Did you figure out how much these people paid for the Footprint deal?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep looking at this through the break. It's not answering the question.
What's not answering the question?
The Google's not answering the question. Like, I'm pulling up different articles on it, and it's telling me how much Miami got for FTX and all of this other stuff, but it's not giving me the Footprint deal.
Big George says, I'd love Trojan Condom Stadium. They could shape the stadium in like this phallic sort of shape. Instead of a hard top, it could just be this rubber sort of translucent thing across the top. That could be interesting.
Oh, you mean SoFi Stadium?
Oh, no, that doesn't.
I think you should take a look at it again.
You think that's like somebody's putting one on, like right at the moment they're putting it on.
It is the translucence that you're describing, though. It's not a clear see-through roof. It's
10-year deal worth $9 million annually, $90 million.
Okay, well that's more affordable than what we thought it would be, but still, where are you getting $9 million, man?
10-year deal, $9 million annually.
Yeah, I guess we all have to launder our money somewhere, don't we? Kidding, joking. Moving on.
The Foot Fungus Arena.
Taking a break. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish
is pretty bad. So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said, now we speak Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-ProCopy. That's 602-776-2679. Are you a planner? Bruce Jacobs here asking, do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harmon Solar, right? Should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer, up to 85% off your monthly bill. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
Contractors, are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go. Serving all types of contractors of any size, licensed in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit CBIalliance.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Arizona's new home for sports.
Danny Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. The AIA High School Football Game of the Week. It's big time now, man.
Yeah.
Go time.
Oh, playoffs.
It's 6A, first round of the playoffs, and you got Pinnacle at Sandra Day O'Connor at 7 p.m. here on 1580 The Fanatic. So,
Sandra Day O'Connor Eagles.
Yep, that's what you tell me.
Yeah.
And
well, I have a couple of children that attended there.
We're the Pinnacle team. What are those? Pinnacle what's? Pinnacle Pirates? Pinnacle Popes? Pinnacle Pickles? Anybody know what Pinnacle is?
Couldn't tell you.
Pinnacle High School? Pinnacle. It's 3 o'clock.
Looking.
It's 3 o'clock, so I can do those long, quiet stretches and Ron doesn't get mad.
I'm looking. Pioneers. Mascot is the Pioneers.
That's a
Pinnacle High
horrible
School.
mascot.
Pioneers.
That's a horrible mascot. Almost
Go
as bad as the
Pioneers!
Marcos Deniza Padres, or no, it was the Monks. What is it? I think it's the What is it? These Benedictine monk-looking guys from Marcos Deniza in Tempe or whatever. Anyway, Pinnacle Pioneers, Fish Tank. Yes, thank you for that. He also says, how is the USC Stadium not sponsored by Trojan?
Right.
Fix the team, reminds all those college kids to be safe in their dorm rooms. It's a win-win. It's a no-brainer. You're absolutely right, Fish Tank. I don't get it either. Lost Toby says, Red Sox owner who built the park had a company called Fenway Realty. That's why. Oh, so there you go. There you go. Just the Teep says, Keon, what's your opinion of the Washington football team naming the stadium the Washington Football Stadium?
I mean, I'd like that. But, you know, one of the major minority owners of the team is a CEO of FedEx. So they're going to be FedEx.
I thought they decided to change it.
I mean, because he's selling his share, so I don't know what direction they're moving in right now. But it's FedEx as of this moment, and I don't know where they're going next.
So, Keon, did you just say major minor owner?
Yeah, like he's a
major minor owner.
He's a minority owner because Dan Snyder is obviously the majority owner, but he is the next highest owner of a portion of the team, whatever his share.
So he's a major minor.
He's the smallest fish in the pond. In the big pond. No, the big fish.
No, he's
the smallest big fish.
He's a major minor fish.
Oh, God, this is really confusing.
He's the richest minority owner. How about that?
He's the poorest, he's the richest, poorest owner.
He's the biggest, smallest owner there is.
God, I hate that we're talking about this now. Good Cat says, "What's up, Blender Crew?" No, go back, Good Cat. Go, run while you can. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do some injury report. We're going to actually get it going. So often we get distracted, but I see a chance. I see my shot. I'm taking it. It's time to talk about the injuries in the NFL. Good news, Randy.
Okay.
Kyler Murray is practicing.
Well, that's good news.
Saying he's pretty close to being ready to play.
Well, that's good news.
And Colt McCoy also practicing.
That's good news.
He's pretty close to being able to hold that clipboard.
Still good news because we've seen what the alternative is if Kyler can't go.
I want to know how the burn on Pete Carroll's fingers are from that hand warmer that he threw out of his pocket.
I'm still not sure that's what that was.
It's a hand warmer.
Did he confirm that?
I don't care what he did or didn't do.
I don't think that's what that was.
It's a hand warmer.
I think it was a PPM meter.
Okay.
That's what I think it was. So DeAndre Hopkins still out with a hamstring injury. He's listed. When's the last time he played? 2-3 games ago? How long has that been since he's played? It's been a while, and I don't know. That might be a while more. But yeah, I think there's a good chance you'll have Kyler Murray back. Do you want him back for this game, Randy? Or would you rather he just hang out until after the bye week?
Kyler Murray?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like him to be back. I'd like him to come back, yeah.
Not sit him and rest him. You want, what's the next game? Is it the Seahawks? I haven't looked at this week's games yet.
Sea Chickens are next, and then we're on a bot.
Yeah, you kind of want him back because it's a rivalry game.
Yeah, and I think you bring him back, you let him go in, beat the hell out of the Sea Chickens.
Mr. Poopy Pants was out of Wednesday's practice with an illness. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, Lamar Jackson.
There you go. See, I'm just going to call him Mr. Poopy Pants from now on. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, I guess it ain't COVID. They say he was sent home with a non-COVID illness. I bet he wrecked that bathroom before he left, though.
Probably.
That's probably what happened to Poopy Pants.
Could be.
I guess Harbaugh goes, well, I guess it's that time of year. Well, yeah, I guess so.
You mean like for the flu bug or
whatever bugs?
It's Baltimore, so it's cold right now.
The flu, the COVID, the poopy pantsing, that's all been pretty bad this time of year.
The poopy pantsing?
Well, a lot of poopy pantsing. Darius Leonard and Quentin Nelson for my Colts are not practicing, and that, of course, I'd be fine if they sat this game out. In fact, I'd be fine if most of our players sat this game out because I see no hope for the Colts to beat the Bills. None. So if Darius Leonard and Quentin Nelson are nursing some injuries, let them keep on nursing those injuries because unless you've got a fully realized team against these Bills, you have no hope. And even then,
come on, man.
I'm just saying, I'm being honest.
Come on, the Colts are going to win this game.
Being honest. Baker Mayfield says, I'm probably the most beat up I've been. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's got a knee injury. He's got a list of banged upness. And so he doesn't know if he's going to be practicing or not, but it's the Lions they're playing against. So I don't know if it's even necessary to practice.
I mean, well, the thing is, if you don't play your best, you might tie them. So that could always happen. Big Ben doesn't play, and look what happens to the Steelers. But Baker, I mean, we watched the games. He's just getting killed every game.
Yeah.
He's just taking some of the most ridiculous hits that if you're a Browns fan and you actually like Baker and think he's your future, you should just wonder when Stefanski is going to put him on the bench for his safety. Because Baker's just going to keep going back out there.
Let me ask, he is getting hit a lot. How much of a percentage is it on himself? Because you know how it is. If your O-line is holding, but sometimes if you don't step up into the pocket and if you don't curve out of the pocket, you just sort of put yourself in a position to easily be taken down. Is he doing that? Or is he trying to step up in the pocket and getting killed? Is he trying to wander outside the pocket and getting killed? You see what I'm saying? Because one is him making bad decisions. The other is the O-line not holding out.
There's some of both there. I have seen hits from Baker where he's standing in the pocket. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he just takes a shot. But then there is some, because Baker loves to play outside of the pocket. I think he's like 6 foot. So he's a guy that likes to be, around his offensive lineman so he can see downfield. and he gets outside and he takes some hard hits. I just think Stefanski has to look at his guy and go, all right, he's already got the torn labrum. He's already dealing with another shoulder thing. Maybe I should just not play him, so as not to get him killed.
Right. Well, you end up having the same sorts of conversations with your GM that ends up having, the kind that got Ryan Grigson fired from the Colts. Got to give me an O-line that can protect the investment. Joe Flacco is going to be starting for the Jets. How good does that taste, Bruce Jacobs? Y'all laughed at me when Carson Wentz came down my driveway. How does this bleep feel, huh? You got Flacco. Flacco's still seeing stars from the last concussion that he had, and now he's going to helm the Jets. Somebody said, well, we'll finally answer the question of whether or not Joe Flacco has anything left. He doesn't.
Wait, we already
answered the question.
Wait, the Ravens answered that question, and then the Browns, the Broncos did, and then the Jets did, and then the Eagles did, and now the Jets are about to answer it again.
Here's what it is. They know he's going to get killed. So they're like, well, Flacco's a lot like Homer Simpson now. You just take, you can just hit him at any time. He still stands for the ball like, I'm a quarterback.
Flacco is a very rich man. Why would he continue to do this?
He's had a lot of head trauma.
Why would he continue?
I think he just likes football.
Wow.
And I'm sure the wife has a giant insurance policy. Like, no, honey, go play. They need you. Go play.
Oh,
I should go play. Yes, honey, you should go play. You're as good as you ever were, Joe Flacco. I'm Joe Flacco. Are you Joe Flacco? No, honey, you're Joe. If anybody asks, you answer, you are Joe Flacco. You are Joe Flacco? No. Say, I'm Joe Flacco. You are Joe Flacco? No, Joe, you are. Oh, just go. Just get out of it. Take him. Somebody's got an insurance payout coming. That's all I tell you right now.
Oh, boy.
So the Panthers, they can't even themselves. Come out and say it definitively. Hey, you're going to start Cam Newton this weekend?
Maybe.
We're trending in that direction. Trending? That's not exactly a vote of confidence, is it?
I'm back.
Well, I mean,
pump the brakes there, Cam. We're trending in you being back.
You cannot sign a quarterback off the streets and then 2 weeks later expect him to play.
He wasn't on the streets. He was at home eating cereal. That's what he said himself.
I mean, yeah.
He was on his couch, Keon. He wasn't on the street.
Okay,
he was
fair. I don't mean
cereal?
Literally on the street. I mean, he was not playing
What
NFL
was he eating?
football.
Lucky Charms?
It's a delicious cereal, Randy. What's your problem with Lucky Charms?
I like Lucky Charms.
He seems like a call out of the blue while he's eating cereal. I would think he was eating Lucky Damn Charms.
No, I think he was eating. He's more of a Captain Crunch kind of guy.
Okay, Captain Crunch.
Yeah. Captain Crunch. I think
you got to test the roof of your mouth every now and then, really, because make sure that it holds up.
It's basically his way of cutting himself. I gotta feel something. I gotta feel the pain. You have a knife? No, I got Captain Crunch. It hurts so good.
I mean, a second bowl of Captain Crunch will do that to you. There's no getting around it.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So good luck, Panther fans. Cam Newton.
But all that tells me is
trending.
They were like, we traded for Sam Darnold and we made a mistake. That's all I hear.
Of course, Ron Rivera, they're like, hey, you got any ill will towards the Panthers now? And he's like, no, I don't care about them. I don't care about the Panthers.
I mean, Ron Rivera got fired and was hired basically moments afterwards.
Got fired, got hired, got cancer, beat cancer, and he's just like, what, you think I'm even thinking about the Panthers anymore?
Made the playoffs with a crappier team than they had. Yeah.
No, we're good. All's good. No problem. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. All right, we're not done with the injury reports. Predictably, we are not done with the injury report. Why? Because there's a lot of injuries. Of course, now that I did half of the injury report, I have neglected the text line, so we will have to catch up with that when we come back. So we will catch up with the text line. We will finish up the injury report. And that's probably about all we'll have time for. We only have 2 more hours left.
Yeah.
So that'll probably just do it.
Yeah.
Come on back, everybody. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost. in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Shante, can you sweep that, please?
Mina's salon business is growing faster than she can keep up with. She needs a new shop manager before her bookings go out of style.
Curtain bangs and balayage would look so good on you. Just hang on one second. Can you please answer that?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
When you run a business, you need to be in control. And while you can't control everything that happens in the world of business, you can definitely take control of your utility expenses with the help of Harmon Solar. Give them a call and see how your company can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K24E Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And yes, got a lot of texts on the text line. Going to get to those. Then we're going to continue with our NFL injury report. A lot of quarterback stuff on the injury report today. Let's just get caught up on what everybody had to say. Rusty Nut says maybe Joe Flacco doesn't want to go home to his wife. Maybe that's why he's hiding out on the football field.
Could be.
You can only hide for so long, Rusty Nuts. Kiss the Cook says injury report. Who died now? Nobody died this time. It's actually a very merciful injury report this week. Boomer Sooner says Cam Newton, the cereal he was eating on the couch, probably Special K. So.
I think it was Lucky Charms.
I think it was Captain Crunch.
We agree to disagree.
I don't agree to nothing. You're wrong. Let's see. Just the Tip says, down the stretch, my fingers are against me today.
Right.
Oh, because he had another text. Sorry. Now that we're talking Cardinals, well, we were, but now we're not. But now we can again. If there's any way possible to rest Kyler Murray, I would. I know beating the Sealoons would help the Cardinals' division strength, but I'd rather have Kyler Murray with his best chance to be healthy down the stretch.
Yeah, but do you want to lose another game? You just got back on top with a gift that Los Angeles Rams gave you by getting their asses handed to them by San Francisco this past weekend. Do you want to lose another game?
Got to keep up the momentum
because you're rolling the dice that you get caught by the Rams or well, probably just the Rams, but still you roll the dice that you get caught by that team if you lose another game and they're able to win.
Yep. Right now, the Cardinals are in the driver's seat. I think if Kyler Murray can, he should play. And he's had 2 weeks off. Plus, he's got a bye week coming up after this weekend.
Yeah, and I think he knows how to protect himself.
Yeah.
How to take it easy. Big George says Kyler Murray is not playing this weekend. The Cardinals would not have tried to steal a player off the Kansas City Chiefs practice squad if they thought he was playing this weekend. Colt McCoy's injury might be more serious, too. So get ready for the Chris Streveler show. Can you spell Streveler? I couldn't.
H-E-L-P.
Yep.
Streveler.
Yeah. King Kitten says, yeah, I heard the commercials, but I can't work for Amazon. I got to go pee too often. That is a concern.
Yeah, that is fair.
Daylight Drew says, hey, fellas, who you got in Corvallis? Devils or Beavers? Please pour me a Prosmatic IPA. Thank you. All right, here's your beer and Devils. Why would you even ask us that?
Yeah.
Don't the Beavers stink this year? I haven't watched them.
Do they have to stink? I'm still going to say Devils. Go ASU, man. Go ASU.
Yeah, but not even beyond go ASU. Like literally, I don't think that Oregon State's very good.
Go Devils, go!
That's how you should have answered that question right there.
Okay.
Let's hear let me hear you do that. I need to hear you show your alliance to the Sun Devils.
Well, I'm not going to sing it, but go Devils.
Why not? We've all had to do it. That's me right there.
I don't think that is not you.
All right, it's not me, but I can do it.
The game. I know that's not you.
All right, fine. So let's see. I want to hear you do it.
But
you can do it.
I really am not great at singing.
Don't give in, Keon. Don't give in.
You should do it.
Why should I do it? No one else has had to do it.
All the cool kids do it. Randy's done it. I do it. If you were cool, you'd do it.
I've literally never done it.
I'm only being told that the cool kids have done it.
Boomer Sooner did.
I've Boomer Sooner the hell out of this
Go
place.
Devils, go it.
Go Devils, go! But I'm not singing it. I'm sorry.
Nerd.
Okay,
you're a dork.
This is also true.
Dork.
You're telling me things that are true. You also tell me the Washington football team sucks. You're also telling me a fact.
Star Wars fan.
What's wrong with? There's nothing wrong with Star Wars.
He loves the Star Wars.
I mean, I like Trek a little bit better, but I mean, Star Wars is great. What's going on?
He loves the Star Trek even better.
That's why I called him a Star Wars fan, because I knew that.
By the way,
but I know how to poke and
but I don't hate it though. Like I love Star Wars.
By the way,
it's very disappointing.
I just wanted to show you, Jeffrey. I didn't get a chance to show you at the break. What Pete Carroll dropped out of his pocket was indeed
a vibrator,
a rechargeable hand warmer.
You sure?
Yeah, I am looking at it right here.
I can't see it.
Well, you're not over here looking at it.
Well, you said you were going to show me, so I can't see it.
It's right here.
I don't believe you.
Come around here and look.
No, I'm not falling for that again.
Fine.
The chat says, I'm heading into the Suns game. We are going to meet at the Jefferson Street parking garage for a beer. Everybody's invited. We should be there about 4:30 p.m.
All right.
What could go wrong? Boomer Sooner says, guys, Oregon State just got 6 wins last weekend, so now they're both eligible for the first time in like 20 years. They could be ASU. Watch out, guys. Trap game.
Are we talking basketball or football here?
How do you get 6 wins in one weekend?
Well, they got their 6th
They got 2
win.
6.
Oh, okay. I thought Boomer, you made it sound like they won 6 games last weekend.
They got their 6th win of the season.
I don't think they ever play 6 games in a day, man.
They just thought to themselves, we had a rough start to the season. Let's go. Let's knock it out. 6 of them.
We got to catch up.
Back in the day when I played tournament softball, if you get in the losers bracket, you could easily play 6 games in one day.
Yeah. I mean, that's not, I don't think ASU plays by that sort of bracket.
It's unfortunate.
Caliban's cousin says, would that make the LA Coliseum the condom? It was sponsored by Trojan. All right. Blissful Hayes says, Ayton just played. He played just now? He might have been early. Somebody should say something to him. Fish Tank says, are we sure Hopkins isn't out just because he hates practice? No, word is he's still hurting.
Yeah, I think he is still hurt. I was looking at it. There was some insider report that he didn't do any physical activity with the team today. So looks like the hamstring still.
Listen, I never played in the NFL, but I have had a pretty good hamstring rip. And I don't think it was a pull. It was like a tear. And it took a long time for that to heal up. And it was a nagging injury for literally years, mostly because I refused to stretch or do any of the stuff that's necessary to heal it. But if you have a nagging hamstring injury, it's not a small thing, especially when you need to have that breakaway speed, and every time. So he's got to get that thing close to 85-90% before he's going to feel comfortable making those cuts and sprinting up and doing the kind of routes he needs to do.
I never tore a hamstring, but I did overdo it at the gym one time and I pulled it. And I was struggling to stand up to get out of my car. I can't imagine playing football and having to beat defensive backs with a bad hamstring.
I got one more. I could never go back to the gym. One time I was at this drinking fountain and I farted and there was girls behind me. And I'm like, well, that's it. I'm out. Just going to get my stuff and go. I'll see myself out.
Just burn the location. Can't go back.
Contract? No, I'll pay it. I'll just see it. I'm out. I'm out. Fed fan says, hey guys, Abby and I just got back from the park and we're eating McDonald's fries for a treat.
How about that?
You're giving a dog a McDonald's fries? Is that on the list of stuff you can actually give a dog? You might want to look that up and be sure, but that's awesome if you can. King Kitten says, I was going to mention that, Randy. 6 games is a long day at the softball tournament.
Yeah.
Kiss the Cook says 2 weeks ago, the Devils ran through a pack of Trojans. Now they're going to be forking beavers. Maybe their next head coach should be Dr. Ruth. She's still alive. Can you believe that? She's still alive and talking dirty. She's like 90 and she's, I was like, you put the penis in the vagina. It's like, easy there, lady. Big George says, actually, Oregon State is a good team and ASU has not won in Corvallis, Oregon since Dennis Erickson was the head coach. I expect an ASU loss on Saturday.
I'm telling you, this team is not playing very good. This ASU team is not playing very good football.
I'm going to call him heads up there. I'm going to call George Chicken Big. Can't call him little. He's 7 feet tall. Big. He's chicken big. Oh, the sky is falling. The sky is falling.
I'm with you, Big George.
Oh, he's falling with Big George. Boomer Sooner says, so what does that mean about you, Jeffrey? You don't want that breakaway speed? I'm 51 years old. I don't need breakaway speed. The only reason a man my age needs breakaway speed is if the wife says, does my butt look big in this? Then you need breakaway speed. Yeah, and the ability to jump through a window. So not having any concussions comes in handy too. You got to be able to stop, drop, and roll your ass out of the house quick when that question comes up. Luckily, my wife, her butt never looks big in it because she's in really good shape.
She's well proportioned.
Yeah, and so now this sloppy bastard right here is the one that's in trouble.
You're gonna have to get on the elliptical.
I guess so. King Kenton says.
Don't sound so excited.
Who's excited to work out? Nobody's excited to work out.
That's true.
Are you excited to work out?
No, it's more I feel good that I did it afterwards.
No, nobody wants to.
Yeah, no.
So my wife sometimes say, hey, you want to load the dishwasher? No, I don't want to, but I will. Nobody wants to do the dishes, but I'll do them because I love you very much. So you say, hey, you want to go work out? No.
It's like whenever I eat a salad, it's like I don't enjoy them. I have to.
Yeah. Anybody who says they do is lying. I like salad. I just convinced myself it's like real good food.
I go to the salad and go, and I ask them to put as much chicken as humanly possible on
top
of it.
Well, then you're not eating salad.
You're eating chicken. Salad.
But just go eat chicken.
It's not fried or anything. It's grilled chicken. But I can't just eat leaves. I just can't do it.
I had my wife fooled for like a minute. I was like, yeah, I'm eating salads every other day. Oh, good for you. One day she saw what I did to that salad. And she's like, no, that's not healthy. It's like a little bit of lettuce, a lot of cheese, a lot of bacon, a lot of chicken, a lot of ranch dressing, tons of croutons, lots of croutons.
You got to pick one thing.
Oh,
you can't choose them all.
I love there's sesame seeds in there. It's a mountain of, and I just mix it all up, and the ranch dressing keeps it together. They're like 5 little shards of green lettuce somewhere in there. She's like, honey, that is not salad. And that's probably even worse than if you were just to go do something. And well, we did today. Randy and I ate very healthy.
Yes.
We had Taco Bell.
Ta-da!
That's very healthy.
If by healthy you mean clears you out, then yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, that's eventually going to happen. In fact, Randy and I already have a deal on who gets which bathroom.
Mhm.
You're out of luck, kid. But there's lettuce and cheese and beans and tortillas and
absolutely.
I'd say that was probably one of the most healthy things we've had in a long time.
There was some beef in there.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that was beef.
You never know what that is.
Well,
anyway,
they say it's beef.
Yeah, I'll take their word for it.
All right.
So yeah, I feel like that was pretty healthy. Don't try to tell me it wasn't. Don't try to tell me it wasn't.
Beyond just starts laughing.
I was going to take a drink of my water, and I know better. I'm not going to spit all over this equipment.
Can't be spit taken in there, man.
Nope.
Kiss the Cook says, my wife has never asked me if her butt looks big, but in case she does, I have duct tape and dark glasses to stop myself from answering. I think it's a dead giveaway if they ask. You go, yeah, they can tell. You've already answered it, and you'll probably get your ass beat. Lissel Hayes says, that's a perfectly healthy salad, Jeffrey. I know, that's what I thought, but evidently I'm wrong. Licky Lips Johnson says, all this to lose to Jimmy G and the 3-5 49ers, Von Miller, Matt Stafford, Odell Beckham Jr., and other people. The screen is too small. I can't see. Fed Fan says, well, Abby is mad at you, Jeffrey, since you said she couldn't have any more fries. Oh, don't pin that on me. I just asked if they were okay. Maybe they are. Maybe they're perfectly fine. Got to look it up. Senior Wake and Bake says, Ray Lewis called. He said, lay off Flacco or else.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of Ray Lewis.
Does he have that white suit?
I'm not afraid of Ray Lewis. Just a Tip says, Jeffrey, you seem to be questioning and picking up on Fed Fan lately. Anything we need to know? The hell's he talking? What are you talking about, Just a Tip? Navy Devil says, ASU won in Oregon State last year, for the record. Boomer Sooner says, thank you, Big George. And King of Kitten says, I pulled a hammy playing softball. Ended my athletic career right there. Ooh. Why did that end your athletic career? Just the pulling. You had to have torn it for that to have been there.
And unless you pulled it and that was a bad enough pain that you ended your own career.
Yeah,
you just threw your hands up in the air and just went, I've had enough.
Some people have a low pain tolerance. So I'm going to go get a tattoo and they get one dot done. You're like, you run out of the building and that's your tattoo. That's what King Kittens reminds me of right now. No pain tolerance at all.
I saw this video of Julio Jones getting a tattoo and he was losing his mind and people were like, dude, you play football, but this cannot be the most painful thing that has happened to you.
We don't play football with needles. Wait, why is that even relevant? Some people have the sensitive skin,
Yeah, I don't know. It was just that people were making fun of him for it because he was just like, hey, this tattoo thing, I didn't realize it was it felt like this.
I always wanted,
regretted it.
If I do get a tattoo, I'm going to get the penis tattoo.
What?
Yeah. Welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day.
What?
Like the old joke. I'm going to get that put on there. I don't know what I'll do with all the rest of the space, but what? Just me? Anyway, let's get back to the injury report. Jared Goff did not practice. And so now, do you even know Tim Boyle? Who the hell's Tim Boyle? Tim Boyle is taking all the first string reps and who the hell?
Tim Boyle, I believe he's related to that lady that sang on Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't her last name Boyle?
It was.
Appropriately so,
yeah.
Yes.
I think that's who Tim Boyle is. Yeah.
So where did he come from?
I have
England.
No,
pretty sure he came from England.
I don't think so. Where did he play? Where was Tim Boyle before this?
Probably Manchester United.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
That'd be
it's the only
was the
English
kicker.
Soccer team I could think of.
And I guess there's a guy named David Blau.
That'd be David Blau.
David Blau. He's the number 3 guy.
He played last year on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And actually didn't look too bad for the one game that he played. Then he came back down to earth.
Okay, enough of Blau. I want to hear about Boyle.
Tim Boyle. He's been in the league for 4 years, apparently.
See?
And he's out of Eastern Kentucky.
Oh,
27.
That's close to the United Kingdom.
No, it's really not. Really.
Yeah.
They're not never near each other.
Almost right next to each other.
EK, the UK.
Yeah,
same thing.
We're really bad at geography and math.
EK, UK. You see what I'm saying there?
STFU. I want to know more about Tim Boyle. So Eastern Kentucky, is that a school?
Yeah, that was the university he played at. Yeah.
I just thought they were just hanging around in Eastern Kentucky.
Just kicking it in Eastern Kentucky. No,
Well, he said if I could get on the bus, they give me some vittles, and maybe I'll throw a ball.
Yeah, he just looked like he could throw a ball there. We kind of need somebody. Just a little bit desperate around here.
Boomer Sooner says Tim Boyle came out of Boston College.
That says Eastern Kentucky.
That's very Eastern Kentucky.
I guess Eastern Kentucky would be rather close to Boston, I guess.
It's not Danny Boyle. Hefty lefty.
Oh, Danny Boyle.
I'm an Irishman. I feel offended.
The bulk of his
yes, you should.
The bulk of his NFL experience has been entirely kneel down plays.
Is that a euphemism? Did he just make a sex joke?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think Keon just made a sex joke.
Running out the clock.
It's another sex joke.
Taking a knee.
All the euphemisms. God, you're filthy.
Wow.
Come on, Keon.
What have I done?
All your jokes about kneel down.
I'm
running out the clock.
Those were not jokes. Those are
filthy filth.
Things that happen in football games.
Oh,
look,
there might be children listening.
I thought
Think
it was
of the children,
geography
Keon.
and math that we were bad at.
We're going to take a break so that legal can come in and explain to Keon. You can't just say anything you want on the radio. There's kids listening, maybe. Shouldn't be. Really, guys, seriously, don't. There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. We got to go. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
You ever hear something on the radio and figure I got to give it a shot? Well, I did. This is Stephen McCollum, host of the Main Event here on The Fanatic. I heard all the ads for Valley Medical Weight Loss and thought, what have I got to lose? I'm a client with Valley Medical Weight Loss, so I know firsthand that it really works. Valley Medical is a true pioneer in the weight loss industry, supervised by board-certified physicians, helping you gain the edge in your weight loss battle, boosting your energy, and getting you real results. 3 Valley locations, so there's one near you. Visit valleymedicalweightloss.com for info, and when you go, mention The Fanatic or Money Radio and get your first week free.
When it comes to automotive repairs, where do you start? Been looking for a new home? Should you rent or buy? If you're looking for the latest trends in the automotive industry or real estate, look no further than the Drive Friendly Radio Show. Hosted by Steve, with over 40 years in the automotive industry, and Felicia, who's well established in the real estate market, you can get great advice and insight you can trust. You'll be smarter for listening, and maybe you'll have a little fun, too. The Drive Friendly Radio Show, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Did you know that Constructors Bonding has been Arizona's leader in surety management for over 40 years? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than anyone, anywhere. Contractors, developers, attorneys, car dealers, and hundreds of other industries turn to Constructors Bonding for their bond solutions. Call me personally at 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution for better bonding.
Distracted driving kills in Arizona. Life is more important than your phone's beep. Stop the distracted driving, Arizona, please. Sponsored by the Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, aired in cooperation with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
AZ Preps 365 is your headquarters for all things high school sports in Arizona. Brett Quintine, James Mello, and Jose Garcia keep you up to speed with all the action, highlights, interviews, and insider information for the prep sports scene. You need to tune in to AZ Preps 365 every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic. And always on at 1580thefanatic.com. Providing you with the latest sports news, commentary, and analysis.
My youngest daughter got engaged to her longtime boyfriend. She answered all the questions correct. The one question I always like to ask is, why do you love my dog? You know that feeling when you misplace something or you can't find something and you just get that feeling in your stomach it's an important thing. And that's how I feel when I'm not around your dog.
Wow, Dale. You shut me down.
Jacobs and Helly on Arizona's new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Today we play. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yours on?
Is this on?
Mine was on, and it wasn't on.
Hello. What happened to Jeffrey?
I don't know. Am I here?
He was on.
I heard me. You hear me?
Poor Keon.
What's going on in there?
Will you guys just go ahead and just go on with it?
What did you do?
I double clutched.
Oh, double pump.
Yeah.
It's good for zombies, not good for radio. What was I saying? Oh, it's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. And if you love you some Notre Dame, guess what? I got a game for you on Saturday.
We've got you covered.
At noon, Georgia Tech is visiting Notre Dame or vice versa. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so there you go. If you're a Notre Dame fan, you already know the answer. 888-368-1580. And we were doing the injury report, but now I got to answer a bunch of text messages here. Fish Tank says, I love listening to Keon defend himself when he says the most normal vanilla things about sports. And then Jeffrey berates him and tells Keon, everybody's offended. Well, Fish Tank, I understand. You have a very pure soul. You are not used to the innuendo and the things that Keon will try to work into the show to corrupt the minds of the youth of America.
I have not done that. That is not even a plan that I have. I don't understand.
Oh, of course you'd say that.
Well, of course I would say that. I'm not doing anything.
Kids, just say no. Happy Lefty says, we may not know who Tim Boyle is, but his wife sure is a looker. How do you even know that,
What?
Hefty Lefty?
What now?
He says Tim Boyle has a hot wife, basically. That's so funny the way the fourth dimension works. We're like researching, like, who's this guy in sports? And everybody's like, what's this woman look like?
They're all, as soon as they hear a name, they're like Googling Tim Boyle's wife.
Go right for the wife. He didn't even look him up his stats, didn't look up his school. Just is like, oh my.
Boy.
Mr. Wilbur says, Jeffrey, you ever had a boil on your butt? I think it hurts.
Hello.
I would imagine a boil anywhere would hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Have I had a boil on my butt? You remember some old co-host, right? Baby Got Dak says, probably not much of a difference between Jared Goff and Boyle.
There's a difference.
Are you calling Boyle stupid?
Oh my God.
That's, you don't even know yet.
The thing is, Jared Goff physically, just put his mentals to the side there for a second. And Jared Goff physically throws a beautiful ball. He's got a strong arm. He checks all of the boxes of a quarterback. There's a reason why he was a number 1 overall pick. He's got all the physical tools. If Tim Boyle is not capable of running this offense mentally from that perspective, then no, there's no way there's an upgrade over Jared Goff.
I wonder if anybody's done a study on the lowest IQ ever for a quarterback. And, well, I actually should just say, what is Jared Goff's IQ? I think that would answer the question directly. But I wonder if they've ever done that, like the IQs. Like, I don't mean football IQs like at the combine. I'm talking
like the Wonderlic.
Legitimate. Again, with the sex talk, Keon. My God.
That's what the test is called. It's called the Wonderlic
now
test.
he said it again, Randy.
The test is called the Wonderlic.
Oh, you could just stop. Okay, we get it. You're edgy.
Oh my God. Every year they do the test. It's called the Wonderlic.
Wow.
Keon's
making his mark today.
You've never heard of the Wonderlic test?
Of course I have, but I don't mention it in good company.
Ooh.
My God. What was I even talking about before he got filth over there? I didn't realize Keon would work so blue.
Was there some sort of IQ test?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You guys are ignoring me like that episode of Letterkenny when they're throwing the baseball around.
Yeah, I just turned to Randy now. Yep. Don't want to even listen. She touches my butts. What? Okay, we're done with you. So I'm serious. Do you think that nobody would take the test, but the average IQ of the NFL quarterback? I'm curious about that.
At the combine, don't they have the tests?
It's a test. I won't say
I'm not
what
going
it
to say
is.
what it is because it's just filthy nasty.
Right, but it's not a legitimate IQ test. It's a football IQ. It's a sort of an intelligence test, but it's not the same as taking an IQ test. So I don't know. I guess we'll never know for sure.
Which is weird with the Wonderlic because they don't ask you football questions.
See how he worked it in there again?
He
Just
said it
worked
again,
right
didn't
in
he?
there again. Just no consideration for people with children.
That's what the test is called. That's what it's called.
We'll talk later. Kiss the Cook says his only play has been kneel downs. So what religious college did Boyle go to?
Oh boy.
Ukla says, hey, Radio Pal, my son had my phone last week. Did he text you anything weird? You know how many times we get people trying to act like they text something really horrifically mean and they're like, oh, was it me? In fact, when I made that bet with my sister in North Carolina and when it was over, my response was, new phone, who dis? She's like, nice try. Here are the sizes for the shirts you have to buy me now. Box of Screws says Blau's wife was an Olympian this year, so that's why people are aware of his wife's physical appearance. Both he and Boyle are better than having Goff out there running handoffs. Okay, but again, I still feel like I don't know anything about Boyle.
Okay, but did you watch David Blau after that Thanksgiving game? Because it was not good.
No, I was off. It was on in the background, and yeah, whatever was happening was bad. So it was like we suddenly turned our attention to talking to family, which is weird. That is just weird. That shows you bad football. Mr. Wilbur says, do you know what Wonder Woman's favorite pastime is?
Oh, no.
Stop it, Wilbur. Dropping the Soap says Dan Marino had one of the lowest scores ever on that unnamed test from the Combine, Keon. Just an FYI. Well, that means he didn't try. That's why you can't take the Wonder Woman test very seriously at the Combine because these guys aren't really trying because the results don't matter. So it's not like you're studied up for or prepared for. If I said, guys, this Friday, we're taking an IQ test, you'd start to kind of clear your head, start to maybe take some practice ones online, try to get ready for it so you'd get the best score you could get, try to get a good night's sleep and focus for it. But if I said, well, this is, the results don't matter, nobody cares, then you're like, whatever, you just show up and just wing it. And I'm sure that Dan Marino's not a dumb guy. Is he?
He doesn't strike me as a dumb guy.
Well, I've seen him do TV and stuff and talk about football and seemed all right. I mean, I don't know. Randy, does Dan Marino strike you as a dumb guy?
No, not as a dumb guy. No.
Yeah, so you can't trust the Wonder Woman test. I'm calling it that for the sake of the children.
That's not what it's called.
For the sake of the children. Oh. Mr. Wilbur says, how many licks does it take to get to the center of Tootsie Pop? Well, that's been determined by the owl. Three. 1, 2, 3. Crunch. That's how it works, man.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
3. Mr. Pink Eye says Kyler Murray has a small IQ.
Oh boy.
Well,
there you go.
I don't think that's necessarily proven.
There you go.
Mr. Pink Eye, shame on you. Big Ted says, I'm off on Tuesday. I'll bring gift cards. Just let me know from. Big Ted, relax on the lunch bet thing, man. I know you're anxious to pay up and you're a good man for it, but just chill on it. Let's just wait till we can hang out together sometime when it makes sense. So don't sweat it, Big Ted. Big Ted's going to come back and say, no, you don't get it. I need to stop listening to this show. I got to pay off this bet and I'm out of here. It's the only thing that keeps me here. This is bet. Fish Tank says Goff's score was 36. Carson Wentz's was 40. So what's the range of scores for the Wonder Woman test? Keon is unhappily looking that up because he's like, it's the wrong name. Mr. Pink Eye, I'm sorry. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, what do you think you would score on that test, my friend? I don't know. Do they have it online where I could try it?
I think they do.
Yeah,
they do have versions of it. Yeah.
All right. I don't know Boomer Sooner. And again, my job doesn't depend on it. So I don't know how hard I'm going to take it seriously. But if it became a competition or something, I might. I don't know.
So essentially, it ranges from 0 to 50.
All right.
And the average score is 20.
Whoa, that seems low.
Yeah. If you get a 10, it means you're literate. Like you can read.
Okay.
And then in the 20 range, that's where most people wind up. And then you're pretty much exceptional if you're above that.
Well, Goff's was 36. And so I guess he is exceptional on that, even though he didn't understand which side of the sky the sun rose and set on when he first got to the NFL. It's not even a joke. That actually is true.
It was on Hard Knocks.
Right.
He said it out loud in front of TV cameras.
With his mouth. Carson Wentz scored a 40. I can see that. He doesn't seem like a dumb guy. Makes dumb decisions sometimes, but yeah. Navy Devil says Vince Young has the lowest score of all time, I believe.
Of a quarterback.
Okay. What was it?
I'll have to look that up there, but I remember reading that once upon a time.
Was it a score so low they sent a car by the house to slap his mom? Just, you have failed. Jagdog says Achilles Smith for the Bengals got something like 4 on the Wonderlic test. I thought you got 5 just for spelling your name correct. So, yeah.
Well, once upon a time, Morris Claiborne, the defensive back that the Cowboys drafted once, got a 5, but he's dyslexic. So if you get worse than that, I don't know what to tell you. You are either not trying or you are not bright.
Horgon claims he got 28.
Good for Horgon.
When did you play in the NFL?
Got 6.
Huh?
Was Vince's number.
Who?
Vince Young got 6.
Oh, yeah, he dumb. Fed Fan says, I'd failed the test on purpose and then dominate all the haters when I competed against them later. Golly, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. If you're a team and you look at the Wonderlic test and you say, well, as you said, Jeffrey, a lot of these guys aren't trying. And that's the final evaluation there for you and not watching the film of the guy playing football. I don't know that you're that great of a talent evaluator.
But then again, Keon, maybe it's one of those things where we have 2 guys with comparable skills, comparable tape, comparable arm strength, comparable speed in a 40, comparable this, that, and everything else. Intelligence being the difference, you'd want to go with the intelligence because also part of the game is mental, and being able to read a defense, being able to be doing complicated things, making decisions as you're out there. So I would opt for the smarter guy too, if all things were the same otherwise.
Yeah, it just depends. Because, I mean, you also have a guy in Brett Favre who didn't know what a cover 2 defense was 3 years into his career. He just knew how to play the game. So I don't necessarily, it is a factor. I'm not saying it doesn't matter at all, but I wouldn't make it the deciding factor.
King Kittens has questions. He says, hey, Keon, tonight, Lakers or Bucks? Bucks.
That's tough because the Bucks are 6-8 right now. They're struggling.
Bucks.
Very inconsistent.
Hate LA.
I mean, my emotions aren't here.
Just say it.
See, now I'm just feeling stubborn about this. You're telling me to say it, so now I don't want to say it.
Look at it. He's really showing his true colors today, isn't he?
What true colors?
Oh, you filthy filth. LA loving filthy filth.
Wait, I don't love LA. They can hang on there for a second.
Well, then who are you taking? Bucks? What the Bucks, man?
It depends on who's playing for the Lakers. Do they have their actual starters back? Is LeBron actually healthy? Because the Bucks are struggling right now. The Bucks really don't look great.
Bucks. Mavs or Suns?
Suns.
Of course. And can Prairie View beat Grand Canyon?
No.
I think the Prairie View is where Little House on the Prairie took place. True story. Good Cat says Ultimate Karma, suspected poacher in South Africa, missing after jumping into a crocodile-infested lake to escape poachers. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much instant karma right there.
To escape poachers?
Yeah, I think he brings police. Yeah. Senior Wake and Bake says, so how many licks does it take to finish the Tootsie Roll Pop? We established this, Senior Wake and Bake.
Yeah,
You've never seen the commercial?
Stone bastard. 3. It's 3, okay? It's 3. It's always been 3. It always will be 3.
The commercial is such a classic. They still play it on TV.
Why mess with a good thing? Hollywood could take a little bit of a cue from the Tootsie Roll peoples. The Tootsie Roll peoples are just like, why mess with it? Why do we mess with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Why do we do that? We didn't need to do that. Why are we messing with all these things? Rehashing, replaying, remaking, redoing. Stop. Enough with the Batman. Holy crap. Every year there's a new Batman. What the hell? Stop it. If I see one more Joker, I'm not even interested or impressed anymore. Just saying. Fish Tank says, I just want to get this in there. The Coyotes won last night. Well, we talked about it.
Yep.
He says, yeah, but I bet them. Greatest moment in the season's history. How much you win on that? I'm kind of curious. You've got to be very happy about that. I bet the odds are pretty heavy against you, which means you made some money. Kiss the Cook says, and if you want to say it on here, I won't repeat it if you don't want me to. Kiss the Cook says, didn't Vince Young score like an 8? I think that even included the number on his jersey.
Could be.
He got a 6.
Hefty
So you gave him
Lefties
too much credit.
says Wonderlick would be a funny stripper name.
Yes.
Yes, it would. You filthy filth.
I have breaking sports news.
Oh my!
Newsflash. This is breaking news.
They're handing out more awards today from baseball, and the AL Cy Young winner is somebody you might know from Phoenix, Arizona. The kid started for the Diamondbacks.
Oh,
his name is Robbie Ray. He's now the Blue Jays starter. The hurler amassed a great record. Pitched 193 in the third innings, 32 starts, and it was just amazing this year. So congratulations to Robbie Ray, the American League Cy Young Award winner.
Yeah, Sparty Nation tried to tell me that earlier. I missed his text. He says, congratulations, Robbie Ray, for winning American League Act Young Award. Another great Diamondbacks move.
Yeah.
Letting that guy go. Way to go, guys.
Yeah, well, there are 3 guys up for the NL Award right now. We'll find out about that very soon. In other baseball breaking news, Justin Verlander is staying with Houston. You might recall he's the 39-year-old pitcher. Had Tommy John surgery, has been out the last season, and when he has opted in on his last year of his option, and he's going to stay in Houston.
It makes sense because, you stay where you used to cheating. Wherever it is, you've learned to cheat, and you've gotten comfortable cheating. You stay in that system because trying to learn to cheat somewhere else is a lot of work.
It's very difficult to do. Yeah.
Intern says, in schools, we administer a test called the Woodcock-Johnson. Seriously, how does anything get done without all the giggling? How does that even happen?
You call it that in front of a room full of children.
Woodcock-Johnson. Here we go.
Because
they're screaming and laughing for about half an hour. There's no time to take the actual test.
Because I was in 4th grade and I had a teacher that farted once, and that whole day was done.
Yep.
Could never get us back in line. It was
go back outside. Everybody go to recess. She says it's an assessment tool of both cognitive abilities and achievement amongst children and adults. Well, we got to get ourselves some of that Woodcock-Johnson.
Oh, but I can't say Wonderlick.
Oh, Jesus. Go to break. Go to break. Go to break. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 Fanatic. We apologize.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
When it comes to NASCAR, everything comes down to time. How fast can you get it done? Built, official partner and protein bar of NASCAR, is a tasty option when you're on the move. Hi, Randy here from the Race Setup. And if you have not tried a Built Bar, you are missing out. This protein bar does not taste like a protein bar. It tastes like a candy bar. Just grab a Built Bar when you want something fast and just so delicious. If you go to Built.com to get yourself some Built Bars, use code Randy10. You'll get 10% off your order. Code Randy10 at Built.com.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
Business people like it honest and to the point. So here it is. Take control of your utility expenses by calling Harmon Solar right now. They can save you up to 80% on that monthly electric bill. Level your energy costs and protect yourself from inflation. There, Bruce Jacobs telling you straight and to the point. Here's more. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go online to harmonsolar.com.
Your home has gone way up in value, but have you taken advantage of it? This is Rob Canyer with a phenomenal opportunity to tap into some of your home equity, earning tax-free income and eliminating your mortgage payment while staying in your home as long as you want. With home prices leveling off, don't wait to learn more about the new reverse mortgage. This is a safe and proven money-saving and tax-free income opportunity for homeowners age 62 and older. Call me, Reverse Rob, and learn more today at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
You're home for the AZ Preps 365 Friday night game of the week.
1580, The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thursday Night Football at Patriots at Falcons. That's tomorrow at 6 p.m. Then on Sunday morning, we got the Ravens at the Bears. Then Sunday night, Steelers at Chargers. And then next Monday night, Giants at Buccaneers. But that's going to be over in our sister station, Money Radio 1510. And 105.3 FM. Because GCU is playing Wyoming at 6:45 p.m. here on 1580, The Fanatic. So that is the deal with that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get caught up on the text line and see if we get back to that injury report there. Watermelon says, congratulations, Ruby Ray. Cue the music. Randy, another Diamondback gone too soon.
Yeah, Robbie Ray, a phenomenal pitcher. And, you see all this talent that comes through the Diamondbacks organization go off to other teams and flourish. And meanwhile, we're sitting here in the bottom of the damn West Division, not getting any better, are we? So, I mean, congratulations to Robbie Ray. The kid has got nothing but great things in his future. So
got out, I guess. Senior Wake and Bake says, let FedFan know there's tennis players come up missing. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. This Chinese gal. She complained about her coach, and she was never seen from again.
Oh, boy.
Somebody did not test her for intelligence because, in China, you keep your mouth shut or that's what happens. You disappear. Sad story. Let's see. Horgon says he took that test because it was part of a job interview, sales job.
Oh, really?
That's weird. They give that for a sales job. Huh. I mean, we're used to just being a football thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly used for that, but it's used corporately too.
Mm-hmm. FedFan says Steelers versus Chargers game. Is that a coin toss game? No. What are you talking about? The Chargers are going to stomp the Steelers, I think, on that one. Ben Rapesberger, isn't he? He'll be out. Yeah, Mason Rudolph is going to play.
Well, they've got Mason Rudolph locked and loaded, but Tomlin was saying something about maybe Ben Roethlisberger will be ready.
I was about spit my Cheerios out of my mouth this morning when I saw that Tomlin says, we expect Mason Rudolph to bring us winning results. What do you mean, like at a newspaper for the other games? Because that ain't happening, man.
He's just trying to talk his guy up.
Yeah.
He's lying.
Yeah, he's totally full of crap. Big George says, yeah, here, Randy. Fire Torrey Lavello and Mike Hazen. Why are they still around when they're doing nothing to improve the team?
Well, and I don't understand the philosophy. You've had a couple of bad seasons in a row. This team is going backwards, not forwards. We keep spending money on guys that are on the back half of their career, and we're paying them like they're prime, targets to get. I mean, I would have paid that money that they paid to what's his name to Robbie Ray. But then again, our pitching program at Arizona almost ruined the kid. He had to get out of Arizona and go to get his pitching situation right. Remember how horrible he was that last season? It was with the Diamondbacks before we traded him to the Blue Jays. That's because they changed his entire pitching approach. So we've got to change a lot of stuff in this program here in the desert to get this baseball program headed in the right direction.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't talk about that for I don't know, 3 or 4 months.
Probably shouldn't talk about that 3 or 4 years.
Now, I'm sorry, because it does get your blood pressure up, and we're not even close to spring training yet.
No.
Yeah, I'm mad about it too. Ukla says, kind of sore today, Radio Pal. Those asshats at work actually expected me to do something today. Nerve of those people.
Oh, my.
Yeah, well, with a Arizona degree, I don't know what you expect. Hamilton Porter says, please, Diamondbacks have nothing on the Tigers, wasting talent. He sends me a picture that says, every pitcher in this picture now has won a championship ring, just not with the Tigers.
Well, but you've got to be encouraged. The Tigers did bring in old cheater from the damn Houston Astros, and he did finish. He got that team out of the cellar, and they were somewhat relevant. I think they finished third in their division. So you've got to be excited about the future of the Detroit Tigers at this point.
It used to be my grandpa's team, was the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been good since he died. Senior Wake and Bake says, Randy, you think Murray will? Okay, I'm not doing it short. Senior Wake and Bake, I'm not doing it. Well, that was a Freudian slip, wasn't it?
Yep.
Let's get back to the injury report. Tua is going to be back, and he will start against the Jets.
Well, I mean, I think that's what the Dolphins needed. They needed to get their quarterback back in there. Let's hope that he can stay healthy, and this finger does not become, a bigger issue as the season progresses.
Brian Flores, which, by the way, Flores, Spanish for really bad coach.
He's not a bad.
That was just rude. Yeah. So he says, I expect Tua to be ready. Translation: he's playing no matter what.
Yeah.
Because we can't have Jacoby Brissett back out there. Jared Goff and that oblique injury, I don't think he's going to be ready. I don't think he's going to play. We've already talked about that. Boy, a guy that a lot of people ran and grabbed immediately. Now he's not going to play. Who's got Elijah Mitchell in their fantasy football? Who's got Elijah Mitchell? Do you have him? Do you have him too?
No.
Well, he fractured his finger, and they're not sure if he's going to be able to play here in week 11. I think they're on a bye. Are they on a bye this week? San Fran? I think they are. I think they are.
Could be.
Cordell Patterson, he is still limited. And boy, I really hope he gets back, because A, Falcons are in bad shape as it is. And B, my fantasy football is in bad shape as it is. And I kind of count on Cordell Patterson. So, here's hoping.
The Niners, by the way, don't have a bye. They play the Jags.
Oh, it's like a bye.
So sort of.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kerryon Johnson worked out for the Packers, since Aaron Jones is probably going to miss a week with his sprained MCL.
That's okay, because they're gonna use Austin Dillon, and they're gonna run him to death. That's what they're gonna do.
Who's Austin? You mean AJ Dillon?
Yeah, AJ Dillon.
Is his name Austin?
I say Austin? Sorry, AJ Dillon.
I was confused.
Austin Dillon is a NASCAR driver. Sorry, I got sidetracked there.
That'd be fun if they had Austin Dillon.
Yeah, would be. AJ Dillon. They're gonna run him, and I'm gonna score many, 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 many fantasy points and get off to Schneid and actually get a W for the first time in like 6 weeks.
Seriously?
Dude, my team is just, I showed you today before we went on the air.
Yeah.
You would think my team would be a juggernaut.
I had a hard time because I was crying from the laughing when I looked at your team. So I didn't see the.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's the fantasy football advice, Randy. Don't run out and get Kerryon Johnson.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Not going to.
Okay. Joey Bosa, unvaccinated, on COVID-19 list as a close contact.
Huh.
Couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah. Are we confusing the Bosas here?
Wait, which one's the racist one?
Well, the Nick Bosa's dating the racist.
Yeah,
and therefore we assume he by extension is.
Yeah, he's done some stuff too. Yeah, he's been a jerk or something. I don't know. Yeah. Wait. So Joey's the good Bosa?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Joey. Well, okay, you're obviously not bright, but okay.
The good Bosa that we know of. We haven't heard him say out loud any of
the best Bosa. The best Bosa.
The preferred Bosa.
All right. Well, if you care about the Chargers, their edge rusher is now on the COVID list. By the way, they're saying, I saw this report. I'm like, the NFL is going to enhance COVID protocols around Thanksgiving. Now, what does that mean? It means all players, whether they're vaccinated or not, and personnel interacting with players will be required to wear masks from November 25th to December 1st. And because, as you know, COVID is only active between November 25th and December 1st.
I'm guessing that the increased travel is why they are saying it's going to be.
No. The COVID blossoms. They sprout. And
the COVID spores blossom and sprout.
Yes, it's everybody knows that, Keon. Come on.
Sorry about that.
I don't understand this. This is, I get it. More travel, more people, more blah blah blah. You're filling a stadium with 50,000 people.
Yeah.
All yelling, mind you.
Figure out what your protocols are and just stick to them.
The NFL has already lost any respect for me and their protocols the moment that they decided they were going to lightly slap the Packers and lightly slap Aaron Rodgers on the wrist
for lying.
For lying. The organization, I believe, must have known, and Aaron Rodgers obviously knew he wasn't telling the truth and being completely honest. So there has to be a stronger punishment there. The moment that they didn't do that and went, the superstar's going to get a different treatment than everybody else.
Yeah.
Protocol's out the window as far as I'm concerned. I don't even care what you do.
Yeah, it's always been bad with the NFL. Yes, Usfl the Mock, Last Optimus, and Thunder Snow, the best Bosa is, and I'm sorry I forgot, a Bosa donut.
Yes.
That's right. The Bosa with a hole. Well, Last Optimus, when you say the Bosa with a hole, that could be any one of them. You have to be. He goes on and says covered in a sugary glaze.
Yeah.
Nope. Still, you're going to have to be more specific.
Yeah.
Thunder Snow said he actually gave me an emoji. So yes, the best Bosa is Bosa donuts. Bosa donuts. All right.
Wow.
They're good donuts, by the way. Those are good donuts.
I have not tried.
They're wonderful.
Oogla, you're the opposite of funny. I just want you to know that. He's like, breaking news, Colts trade Darius Leonard for Mike White. Shut up, Oogla.
That might be the least funny version of that joke yet.
It's horrible. Fish Tank says, the Aaron Rodgers situation gives me more respect than I originally had with Cole Beasley. Even though I don't agree, at least he just owned it. Yeah, that's a good point. Honesty goes a long way in those situations.
I mean, even Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Poopy Pants Jackson. Make sure you say it right. Lamar Poopy Pants Jackson.
Poopy Pants.
He's Lamar Jackson. He got
Poopy Pants.
He got he wasn't vaccinated, I don't believe. He just came out and said, I'm not doing it. And that was it. There's nothing to be said there. I don't think that we're here trying to police how people live their lives, but don't lie.
Yeah, just be upfront about it. If you don't want to be vaccinated, then you have to deal in a different protocol than the other people who do get vaccinated. So they didn't say, at least the NFL didn't say, everyone must be vaccinated or else you can't play. Just means you have to go through a little more stricter protocols because of what we're trying to achieve. At least I can have respect for that. But yeah, I'm on your side on that one, Keon. If somebody is given preferential treatment because they're a star, because they're a quarterback, because they're whatever, that ain't right. You got to go back to all the people you may have fined, all the teams you may have sanctioned, and undo that to the level of what you just did or did not do with Aaron Rodgers, because that would be the only fair thing to do. Boomer Sooner says, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think Donut Chain is related to the football players.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No. I have more breaking news.
Holy crap.
From the world of baseball.
Oh, brother.
The National League Cy Young Award winner was just named Corbin Burns of the Milwaukee Brewers.
He was great on LA Law.
No, that's Corbin Burnson.
Yeah. He was in Major League.
Corbin Burns.
Well, then I don't.
No
care.
relation.
Yeah, I don't care.
I went 11-5 with a 2.43 ERA and 167 innings across 28 starts. He was the Major League leader in ERA, strikeout rate, strikeout to walk ratio, fielding independent pitches, barrel rate. I mean, all of those stats. He was the guy that won it. So congratulations, Corbin Burns, your National League Cy Young Award winner for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Okay.
He struck out 58 batters before he issued his first walk this season. 58 batters before he issued his first walk.
What did Shohei Ohtani win?
Nothing.
I just like seeing the twitch whenever I say Shohei Ohtani.
I have nothing against Shohei
And
Ohtani.
Randy looks so smug right now. He shouldn't have won anything.
He's not the damn MVP.
Fish Tank says not a single person at the beginning of the year thought two sides would be Burns and Ray. Did you have either of these guys as a potential?
No.
Yeah.
Kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But they were tremendous.
All right, guys, that's 2 hours down and 1 to go. More NFL. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Shante, can you sweep that, please?
Mina's salon business is growing faster than she can keep up with. She needs a new shop manager before her bookings go out of style.
Curtain bangs and balayage would look so good on you. Just hang on 1 second. Can you please answer that?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-ProCopy. That's 602-776-2679.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable, and serving part-time can help you graduate debt-free. Do you want to stay close to friends and family? The Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving part-time in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want. Learn more by visiting nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard, aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari on creating a well-balanced portfolio.
Are you just chasing this hot stock and that hot stock? Or do you have a plan? Do you have a balanced portfolio where you have a little bit in healthcare, a little bit in technology, a little bit maybe in energy even? How much do you have in the subsectors like communication services and technology? And then you look at all the stocks within those areas and say, okay, this is the one I like and this is the one that I don't like. But you have to have that balance. And then finding the right balance depending on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're looking for income in your portfolio, maybe you want more dividend paying stocks. Or I've got 20 years, I want growth.
If you need help creating a well-balanced portfolio, call pound 250 and say, talk to Mo, or go to compact.com and click on the Get Started button. Again, from your cell phone, call pound 250 and say, talk to Mo, or visit compact.com and click on the Get Started button.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. Got Keon Rose pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Swave Dave says, are you guys starting the weekend early? You're hilarious today. I don't know, man. This show gets weird any day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
It don't even matter, man.
Is it a full moon?
It's a good question. I don't know. It's too light outside for me to see the full moon. Anybody out there who knows these things? You know,
full moon.
Somebody who's into astrology.
It is not a full moon.
Is it a fullish moon? Is there like,
no?
Because I remember I brought the trash cans in. I was like, wow, it's kind of light out here. And I looked up and I think there's a chunk o moon I think it's a Chunko Moon, Swave Dave.
Chunko Moon.
A Chunko Moon. Navy Devil says, that Talk to Mo commercial, did they hire Dr. Evil to read the commercial? Oh, my God, that's good. Hefty Lafty says, he was number 1 in barrel racing? Wait, what? Who? What? What show are you listening to right now? Just
wow. Barrel racing?
What is barrel racing?
Oh, it is barrel percentage. It's when batters could barrel up the ball. That's another one of those stupid stats these guys keep.
And it's a race.
Well, 87.9% of the guys did not hit the ball in the barrel of the bat. That means if you minus this by the factor of 10, then you come up with this number. And I'm just pulling this stuff out of my butt.
Shift. Big George says there is definitely a systemic problem within the Arizona Diamondbacks organization when a pitcher like Robbie Ray, who had all the talent in the world while with the Diamondbacks, but could not pitch more than 5 innings without giving up multiple runs, gets traded to the Blue Jays, and a little over a year later, Cy Young Award.
Yeah,
it is clearly a coaching and GM issue, and the fact that Torey Lovullo is still the manager boggles my mind.
Well, and not only that, but I mean, if you look organizationally speaking, you look up and down the organization, you've got former players that were part of this team. They've come back and they become part of this the organization trying to teach these guys. But we have nothing going on in the pitching aspect to develop pitching and hitting in this ball club. We have nothing. So I just don't understand why they've made the decision to continue this route of failing. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Big George is usually very quick to fire everyone. But I got to say, he just made a really intelligent and good case for the firing of Torey Lovullo.
Okay.
I right there is one good example.
All right.
If you need one.
Yeah.
Senior Wake and Bake says, yep, I love ballless bowling. What? Are we talking about with the Wii? What? Fed Fan says it's a well-known Chinese tennis player that you guys were talking about earlier. She was a U.S. Open semifinalist. Sounds like the Chinese government has decided to silence her. It's very scary. Yeah, it is. But she should have known better than that. Defect and then do that. Don't do that and go right home to China where they're going to put you in a box. Good Cat says, I am patiently waiting for a full moon text from the moist one. Do we all just wait? I mean, it's 5 o'clock. Ron doesn't like when we just wait quietly.
I don't think we should wait.
Yeah, he's got a whole hour.
Yeah.
Just hang in there, Good Cat. Boomer Sooner says, no, barrel racing's a rodeo term. Horses go around 3 barrels the fastest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to a rodeo. You ever been to a rodeo, Keon?
No.
Yeah. I'm afraid they might play the kind of music I don't want to hear there.
Probably.
I have gone to watch a Spurs game after they've held the rodeo in that building.
Same smell either way.
Don't smell great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boomer says it's not a full moon. It's a rotating away from the full moon. So I believe my astrological class taught me to say the moon is in retrograde, Randy. Boomer Sooner has a very complicated life.
Yes. Very interesting as well. You are probably, I would have to say that Boomer Sooner is probably one of the most interesting men in all the earth.
All the earth?
All the earth.
Oh, man. I don't know about all the earth.
Well, I mean, come on. You got you.
Yeah.
You got Boomer Sooner.
It was you.
Well, I'm not very interesting at all. I'm just a knob.
Very
but Keon.
He's not interesting.
I'm not.
Oh, he's very interesting.
But you,
he can bring up explicit sexual tests.
Oh, don't start him up again
on the show.
Listen, we just got him calmed down.
Wondering
we had to pour
about
a bucket of water on
test and stuff. But he does it in such an educational way.
There's nothing explicit about it.
Can you just keep your dirty mouth? Just keep it to yourself.
It's a corporate test.
Randy, we have a new texter.
What?
We have a new texter on the text line. 6851 says the Diamondbacks will never get a decent pitching coach. They are cursed.
Why are they cursed?
Good question, 6851. Can you show us the origination of the curse?
We had some of the great pitchers that they come from great stock of pitching coaches like Mel Stottlemyre's sons. Why can't we get one of them? They just celebrated the damn world championship team here the other night. When Stottlemyre was in town, why didn't we make him an offer to come be the pitching coach?
Yeah, well, listen, Diamondbacks do Diamondbacks things. And the other thing is, just because somebody was related to somebody who was good at something doesn't mean they're going to be good at something.
Oh, come on.
Doesn't automatically mean that person's going to succeed.
But I would think at this point it is worth a shot. If it's something that runs in the family, it's a family business. I mean, you do have at least some level of experience with the thing. But
can I just say that to me sounds an awful like the dumb idea where you hire an NFL head coach because he once had lunch with Sean McVay. Talking about Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay, well, that's even that's tangentially connected, I guess, but it's not quite the same thing because we're talking about this guy's in the family business as opposed to we chatted once and while we were
in the mafia.
Mel Stottlemyre taught his sons how to pitch, and one of the Stottlemyre sons pitched for the world championship team, and yet he's not here in the pitching organization at all.
There is a fear because they are clearly German, and there's a fear that they'll try to take over the organization, starting with Poland, and it all goes from there.
I don't believe there's any truth to that whatsoever.
All right, then. I don't know what I'm talking about. 6851, thanks for texting in and being a part of the show. This is the only chance you get in life to pick your own nickname.
Yeah.
So this is it. And if you can't, Randy has a fine selection of decent names. In fact, you might need them because we have another new texter here on the text line.
Another one?
6996 says the Diamondbacks just hired the best pitching coach in Major League Baseball, Brent Strom. He's got the baseball knowledge. So I guess I should put you in as Brent Strom for the text line. Can I just assume? Just saying. It can't be because it's got a 602 phone number, so there's no way that he did. There's no way. Anyways, welcome to the show. Thanks for texting in.
Boy, I hope so. If they hired Brent Strom, which I haven't heard of that, by the way, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. That will change my opinion about this Diamondbacks organization.
So 6851 quickly picked his own texter nickname, and it's a good one. He says, "Call me Doom Slug."
Oh, I like that.
Doom Slug.
I like that.
I do too. That is odd. I like it. Well done, sir. Well done. Or ma'am. I'm guessing, sir. I don't like to, judge, and whatever happens, I respect your life choices. What's that, Ken?
I was just going to say, Brent Strom, the Diamondbacks picked him up. At least the report was 5 days ago.
At the bus stop or just?
Well, no, they added it to the staff.
Oh, I see. You picked him up. I didn't know if they had sent a car around.
Well, he's got a good background. He's coming over from Houston. He's worked with some amazing pitchers over there, so he should be able to develop some of these young guys. And I know what Jeffrey's already thinking. He's going to teach them how to cheat.
Yeah, well, the Diamondbacks got to do something. Yeah, 6996 says, yeah, look what he did to the Houston Astros right there. Heavy Metal Maniac says the Diamondbacks hired. We already read that. Yeah, he supposed to be really good 73-year-old guy.
Yeah, he's a pitching coach. There's nothing wrong with that.
Boomer Sooner says, "Holy couch, Jeffrey! I'm just getting on the I-17 northbound. Can we just deal with the holy couch? I might start saying that all the time now.
I like that.
Holy couch." He says, northbound at Anthem Way, there is absolutely beautiful picture of the moon right over Daisy Mountain in Anthem. Gorgeous view. Wish I could take a picture. Don't. Keep your hands on the wheel and drive, my friend, and get there alive and safe and all that stuff. I guess we need to go up on the roof to see the sun, this moon. So Doom Slug says Major League Baseball is full of pitchers who go to a new team, make great strides. Sadly, none with the Diamondbacks. Guy the Diamondbacks got for Robbie Ray was mediocre here, then went back to Toronto, had a sub-2 ERA.
Well, and again, it's about the pitching organization within your team. It's about how you develop pitchers. It's about a guy that, like a Brent Strom, that can look at a pitcher and say, well, look, I think this might help you. Why don't you try this? And it generally works. I mean, you get these guys out there that know what they're doing and can pick up some idiosyncrasy that a pitcher might be doing. And you can pick these things out and straighten it away. and then you're good. Then this guy suddenly gets some confidence back, because pitching is all about confidence. You don't go out there thinking I can't pitch very well, or I don't have my A stuff today, and I can't throw my curveball, because you're just going to get shelled every time you walk out there. You got to have confidence, like I can dominate this. I can put my ball anywhere I want.
And the thing is, when you say that, like, a guy, it happens all the time. Guys leave one organization and get better somewhere else. That's true. It does happen all the time. It seems to happen more to the Diamondbacks, and that is the problem. When we talk about Scherzer and Bauer and Greinke, and the list goes on and on and on. As my dad used to say, if you met a jerk one day, you met a jerk one day. If everyone you meet is a jerk, you're the jerk.
Not necessarily.
Well, they used to say that. I'm just saying, if every player that is leaving your organization and improving, it might be you.
I think your dad was just trying to tell you he thought you were a jerk. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think he was just using that as a marker for it.
I just think that was just I've gone through a day meeting all sorts of jerks. I don't think I'm a jerk. I don't think it's fair to put that on me.
To be fair, it's not the most scientific way of looking at it. It's possible.
Not scientific at all. I don't think your dad was a scientist. I'd be a little worried about his work, whatever it is. But okay, get it.
Just to check your attitude first.
You check your attitude. I didn't do nothing. I'm just standing here trying to do a show.
I'm saying,
you're attacking me.
That's what his advice
check
was.
My attitude. How dare you, sir?
I'm talking about the Diamondbacks.
Think I know what I've just met,
Jeffrey? I think he's talking about his dad. He's not directing this toward you.
He's not even here. Why would you talk about him behind his back?
I think he tried
defend himself.
Tried to share some wisdom from his father.
He's dead.
He's not throwing this stuff on you.
That's not fair. If he's dead to say all this stuff, he can't defend himself.
I'm only saying exactly what he told me.
Disappointed in you right now.
Make sure you check your attitude, and not you. I'm using this as an analogy for the Diamondbacks. If everybody on your organization leaves and gets better somewhere else, it's you. It's not just them.
Nobody has left this organization and done better.
Oh, okay.
This is the opposite of the Diamondbacks. Jagdog says, did Teddy Roosevelt wear ladies' undergarments? You're damn right he did. Fair enough.
What?
I don't know where that came from. 6996 says, look what he did with Justin Verlander. He was basically done before he came to Houston.
Yeah.
He revived his career. That's what he did.
Yeah, the thing I'm worried about is Brett Strom, before leaving Houston, said he wasn't coming back to Houston. He stopped short of calling it a retirement, but he did make the comment that he just wants to go lie on a beach somewhere. So, I mean, I hope that he comes here.
I get it. He's
helps
73.
The Diamondbacks before he goes and lies on a beach somewhere.
I get it. He's 73. You'd have to assume he knows there's no beach here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody tell him.
I mean, there's year-round golf, though.
When are we going to the beach? Soon. Just shut up. Just shut up. Soon. Sorry. Which direction? That way. Okay. Dang, we got a lot of text on the text line to get caught up on. Thunder Snow says, and by the way, 6996, if you're going to text in more than a few times, you need a text or nickname too, buddy.
Yeah.
Thunder Snow says, it's Whiskey Wednesday. Randy, can I have a proper 12, please? Well, yeah, you're the one that brought the bottle. Sure enough. Give him 2 shots.
Oh.
Random texter says, would a picture of a full moon and a picture of Uranus be the same thing?
You'd have to ask Moist One about that.
Well, Uranus is a planet. Uranus is huge compared to the moon. Random texter. Uranus compared to the moon is enormous. It's also odd. Uranus is a bit blue. Good Cat says, somebody took a picture. There it is. Sneaky stalker moon just peeking up over that mountain right there.
Sneaky stalker moon.
Yeah, sneaky. Dropping the Soap says, maybe the Lions can hire Sean McVay's brother. Oy vey. I don't know why. That made me laugh. I'm sorry. It wasn't that funny. Senior Wake and Bake says, hey, tell that horse's ass later for barrel racing. What? Which horse's ass? That's right. Senior Wake and Bake. I keep forgetting how stoned he is when he gets on here. He says, ask that new texter who their team talking about our Diamondbacks. He's probably a Royals fan. Oh, it sounds like he's a Diamondbacks fan.
Yeah, sounds like he's a D-back fan.
Yeah. Ukla says, what the hell, radio pal? Quit letting these noob texters in. We can kill off the older ones, and I can make the Hall of Fame. Ukla, you are never making the Hall of Fame.
Oh, jeez.
I guarantee you that right now. You are never making the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Yeah. Just rest assured that's been decided. 6996 says, mark my words, with hiring Brent Strom, he will get us 80 to 85 wins. See, and he said an us, so he's a Diamondbacks fan. Randy's chuckle says, what the couch? Is this Friday already? Jagdog says, check yourself before you wreck yourself, Jeffrey. Well, that is wise advice. It should be taken by, anybody and everybody. Make sure you check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's where you should have done the more you know sounder.
Oh,
let's do that again.
All right.
Hey guys, be sure to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Such an educational show.
You just talked over the side of it. We could have clipped it and put it on air and used it on all the time.
PSA.
That should be on all the other shows. Yeah. Like in the middle of any other show, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I can hear you giggling on it. We're never going to get to use this. This is the way
use both, just kind of split them and mash them together.
This is the way every production session with Randy and I goes since 1993. We used to go in and it's like, okay, we've got to record a promo for the show. A simple thing. We go into the production room and it would 3.5 hours later, the salespeople in the conference room next to it are pissed off because we're mocking them and making little hand signals and turning up the speakers so loud they can't hear themselves speak and pretending, what do you think of this music, Randy? Every production, this is how it goes. So we're not going to get anything done here. Balls of Fury says, enough about Keon's dad. I'm wondering, hey, how's that girlfriend of yours? You don't have to answer that, Keon.
She's good.
She's good, Balls of Fury. Why do you ask? Since Randy won't do the weather anymore, can you do astrology instead? No, he'll do the weather. Okay, can you get a weather report ready? Okay, so we'll do it now.
From the Harman Solar Studios of 1580 The Fanatic and the Weather Center.
All right, we do it now.
It's getting dark outside. There's some clouds, whiskey clouds, because it is Whiskey Wednesday. And the highs today got up into the mid-80s. Right now, dipping down into the mid-70s or so for your afternoon drive home. Tonight, we'll get down to the mid to low 50s overnight, maybe 40s in the outlying valley areas. Currently outside, I have no idea because my temperature thing is not working. Hang on. Hang on here.
I'm good at guessing. It's 74 degrees.
73 degrees right now. From the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White. Back to you, Jeff. Go.
You might want to check again. I think it's 74.
It's 73.
It's 74.
73.
Well, you can find. You agree to disagree.
I never agreed to anything with you.
Well, I disagree to agree to disagree with you. So
I invalidate your existence.
Damn it. Not again. All right, we're taking a break. Back with more of the Daily Blender on this Friday. 1580 The Fanatic.
Friday, wait.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
There's still a lot of uncertainty at quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals as they match up against the Seahawks in Seattle on Sunday. That being said, Arizona is still favored in that game. They're favored by 2.5 points. The over-under at 49. The Rams have the weekend off. The only other NFC West team in action on Sunday, the 49ers in Jacksonville against the Jaguars. 49ers a 6-point favorite, over-under at 45.5. The NFL week begins on Thursday night with the Patriots and Falcons playing in Atlanta. New England a 7-point favorite, over-under at 47.5. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic.
We all know that when we need service on our vehicles, having a trusted and reliable auto repair center is very important. Hi, I'm Stephen McCollum from the Main Event here on 1580 The Fanatic. And that's why I have all my vehicles serviced and repaired at Friendly Auto Centers in Mesa. Steve, the owner, and his team are experts in auto repair in a non-intimidating environment. Friendly Auto Center is a AAA approved auto repair center and awarded Top Shop winner. Family owned, With 19 service bays to get you back on the road fast with reliable repairs, backed by an exceptional warranty. Friendly Auto Centers offer a full range of routine auto services, as well as general repairs on any make or model passenger vehicle, RVs, and large trucks. Friendly Auto Centers are located at 5026 East Main Street in Mesa. Give them a call, 480-830-9377. That's 480-830-9377. Find them online at friendlyautocenters.com. Tell them Big Steve sent you.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with your electric bill. And with all these things plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly bill? Well, you got to call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Distracted driving is dangerous, Arizona. When you pick up your phone to send a text message, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to take a call, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to check an email, you're putting lives at risk. And now, when you pick up your phone while driving, it's also against the law in Arizona. Don't get a ticket. Don't pick up your phone. Sponsored by Arizona Chapter, National Safety Council, and Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Your home has gone way up in value, but have you taken advantage of it? This is Rob Canier with a phenomenal opportunity to tap into some of your home equity, earning tax-free income and eliminating your mortgage payment while staying in your home as long as you want. With home prices leveling off, don't wait to learn more about the new reverse mortgage. This is a safe and proven money-saving and tax-free income opportunity for homeowners age 62 and older. Call me, Reverse Rob, and learn more today at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Providing you with the latest sports news, commentary, and analysis.
Let me tell you, the Pac-12 is and don't listen to the excuse, no, they cannibalize.
Yeah.
What it is, it's a very mediocre conference with one really good team, ASU, a probably good team in Oregon, but it is not about it's an excuse. Don't listen to these people. It's mediocre, and they need to fix football, and they need to fix it quick.
Jacobson Helly on Arizona's new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. We are your home for GCU basketball. Got a game tonight. GCU is visiting Prairie View, playing against Laura Ingalls.
Pa.
Wilder.
Ma.
It happens at 6:45 p.m. Then GCU is back again on Monday night. They've got a game at Wyoming. So let's hope they get done and out of there before the caldera blows. 888-368-1580. Oh, no, have you seen that? There's a giant volcano. There's a giant volcano under Wyoming, Montana.
Okay.
And that thing goes, it's over for humanity. That's how big the volcano is. I mean, it'll kill the planet.
Wow.
You think I'm joking?
It's a planet killer.
You think I'm joking right now?
No,
I'm serious.
I know that you know your stuff.
There is a ginormous volcano. Everybody's like, oh, it's all faithful. Yay, bubbles. Yay. You mean, it's great. It's just a geyser. It comes off every 45 minutes. It's great. You know that it's basically saying this is where the end of all men happens right here. It's basically the earth flipping you the finger over and over going, this is about to end. This is about to end. And when that thing blows, what happens is it'll take out most of the northwest part of the country in very short amount of time. There's going to be razor blade-ish ash over everything, and then people are going to get choked out, and then all the livestock, all the farm. It's the planet will starve. I'll tell you what. If you want population control, this is how it's going to happen, because billions will die. When that, I know now everybody's like, "Oh, who's going to vacation up there?" But the hell with that,
boy. This show just went dark.
I'm just saying, there is a caldera in Wyoming. They could kill us all. Caldera. It's a giant volcano, Randy. Don't you ever watch any of the documentaries on the Netflix? Maybe you shouldn't, because it'll scare the hell out of you.
Oh, And see, you're not going to get this just anywhere else. It only happens here.
Yeah, and we apologize for that.
I feel like the documentaries on Netflix are like the WebMD of shows. You just know you're gonna die
Right.
when it's over.
GCU, get in, get out. Don't hang around the gift shop. Get the hell out of Wyoming and back here. You'll have a fighting chance.
Or else the caldera will get you.
It might. Oh, you all laugh. Fed fan says Jeffrey is spitting truths about volcanoes.
Yeah,
That's true.
He is. See, he's spitting truth like Drano.
Yeah. You'll see. Oh, you all laugh. Booger Wolf says, "What's up with you cackling hens?" Fourth Dimensions, what's up? My Niners are going to be the playoff darlings.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
That's Booger Wolf. That's just not going to happen, man.
Booger Wolf, congratulations on a monumental win last week against the Los Angeles Rams, and thank you for doing that.
It's okay, Booger. Okay, Booger Wolf. Okay, you go, faithful ones. He says, okay. Randy's Chuckle says there will also soon be a nuclear power plant near the edge of the caldera. Are they seriously building a? Well, I guess it won't matter because the power of the caldera, it won't even matter.
They'll just wipe everything out.
Oh yeah. You think I'm joking? I am not joking. Booger Wolf says, haters. Not haters, man. Just being honest about your 49ers chances.
What do you mean haters?
The haters are the 49er fans coming all up in here starting crap all the time.
I just congratulated you and your team on a monumental win this weekend. There was no hate there.
I think he thinks you're being very sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic.
Dripping in sarcasm.
There's no piece of me that is sarcastic when I say to you, congratulations.
But he just heard there is, you want a piece of me? The 49er fans are never going to be happy. Balls of Fury says Booger Wolf is smoking crack if he thinks the team's going to do anything.
Now, see,
year.
That's hatred right there. That's right there. That's hatred.
That's a little bit more vitriol. But I do think,
he's accusing him of a crime right now.
I do think it's worth pointing out the team hasn't been above 500 since week 5.
See, now there's even more hatred. I did not say
a fact.
anything like that.
Wait, I'm not. There's no hate there. That is a fact. The team has not been above 500 since week 5. It is worth mentioning if you're going to say the team is going to do something. The hole they have to dig out of.
You're going to want to drive your team to the caldera, Booger Wolf. Just saying. Megatron says Booger Puss is a typical butt miner fan. What? You really got to check your spell check there, buddy. Lost Toby says Jimmy G owns the Rams. Okay. And now what? And he says, there goes Keon Karen telling people to check their attitude again.
Keon Karen? What the hell is that?
Wow. I don't know what to think of that.
I don't know what to make of that either. I did actually see an actual Karen meltdown in the Walmart the other day.
You did?
Yeah. It was insane.
Oh, do tell.
Oh yeah, no, she was yelling at some poor Walmart employee.
Oh boy.
And he just laughed and said, "Okay, Karen," and walked away.
Snap.
And then she yelled very loudly, "I'm not a Karen. I like black people."
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Nobody,
no.
dead silence in an entire Walmart. The whole Walmart, you could hear a pin drop.
You are kidding me.
What does that even mean? No one was talking about race of any kind. She said it. She brought it up.
Was he black?
He was.
You should have walked up and said, "Ma'am, on behalf of all black people, we don't like you. Please stop talking to us. We've been informed politely and civilly. That's enough."
We were all stunned. Everyone in the entire Walmart. Like you could just hear the checkout stuff stop.
Wow. Yeah. Tell you what, entertainment to be had at the Walmart. Big George says, "Wow, such happy and rosy show you're having right now, telling everybody they're about to die from a mega volcano in Wyoming that may or may not erupt in the next billion years."
Right?
No, Big George, it's due. I'm just saying, might be hundreds of years, and let our grandkids handle that garbage. What do I care? But still, could happen. Lost Toby says, "I called someone a Karen and she tried to explain to me how it's racist and compared it to her calling me a wetback."
Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
Only a Karen would do that. Oh man.
They're out of control.
God love the fact that these cell phones are catching all these racist beehive wearing biatches out there. Oh my God. What a time to be alive. Balls of Fury says, oh my God, Keon Karen will be what I call the guy Karens. Oh, no. Don't start that. That's not fair to Keon, calling the guy
I'm trying
Keon
to figure
Karen.
in what way have I been a Karen now?
No, he's just saying that he's going to use that term to call it. If there's a guy who's being that way, he'll call him a Keon Karen.
Don't do that.
That's not, no, don't do that.
Because I am not. I don't have any, I don't know.
He's very easygoing. I don't think he would ever ask to see the manager.
We're talking about a specific personality type.
Yeah.
It can't just be.
Don't do that, Balls of Fury.
A guy whose name you know attached to the word Karen. You just can't.
Yeah, I can't get behind that at all. Mars Bars 805 says, there it is, Jeffrey. There's the moon. And I see a picture of the moon over a bit of a, is that pollution? That looks like, or is that just a good, I don't know what I'm seeing here on this picture. It's kind of small on my screen. But he's over at 7th Street. And yeah. Is that the moon for sure? Because it looks like it's on the wrong side of the power lines. It looks like I don't know if this is a weird effect of it, but the moon in his picture is in front of some power lines. It's either doctored or we're all about to die, because forget the caldera. The moon is already here.
The moon is attacking us.
Crunch. Random texter says, I feel bad for anyone actually given the name Karen. No, don't. I've met some Karens. They're all kind of like that.
Oh boy.
Senior Wake and Bake says, so it's hello, Karen, and bye, Felicia. The Niners are coming. And they're going to make the playoffs before your teams, guys. Another delusional person.
How's that?
Jag Dog says, Booger Wolf, 49ers plus 3,500 to win the Super Bowl right now. Good value bet. Go do it. So we're trying to tell him to put his money where his mouth is and bet on that. Put all your money on the 49ers because they're plus 3,500 for the Super Bowl win.
Or take your money, grab a lighter, and just light it on fire.
You'll get more out of it because a little warmth.
Yeah.
It
was pretty chilly last night.
Sure. Hamilton Porter says, follow up from yesterday. When you think it can't get worse for the Lions, they're starting a guy on Sunday at quarterback nobody has ever heard of. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, and I've already forgotten his name. What was his name?
Boyle. I don't remember his first name.
Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tim Boyle. I'm here to be the quarterback.
Ukla Mock says, if HD starts walking the dog, we'll have questions. Who the hell is HD? Ukla. Last Optimus says, remember, the common denominator amongst all your failed relationships is you. Who's that pointing at? Thinking Keon. You and I are happily married. Well, to each other and other people.
Well, yeah.
He says, we need to make sure Keon knows how to change a flat tire on his car so she doesn't leave him while he waits for AAA to do it for him.
I have the worst flat tire luck. I've changed so many flat tires. Don't have to teach me.
Good.
Know it.
Good. Well, I'm glad you know how to do that. That's manly. Big George says, wait, technically, according to live science, the Yellowstone volcano will have a mega eruption within the next 2.1 million years. Could be tomorrow, could be 2.1 million years from now. Don't bet your life on seeing that volcano erupt anytime soon. Yeah, but if you look at the billion-year plan and how those things have gone, we're actually within the thousands range. So live science is arguing with my scientific knowledge, which is, of course, based generally on things I see on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you trust, George?
There it is.
Scientists or Netflix?
There it is.
I think I've made my case, and George should be apologizing any moment now.
I don't think that's going to happen. Don't think that's going to happen.
I like Good Cat's idea. How about we call male Karens Phil?
Jeez. Poor Phil.
So let's just understand. I'm on Kelly Stafford's side. Okay. Kelly Stafford was at the game the other day, and a fan call her out on an Instagram comment she made. And, I guess that some words were said. It was aggressive, and she threw a pretzel at him. So when she threw the pretzel, security came and escorted her away.
Yeah.
She was the one who got escorted away. And she admitted later, I'm an idiot. She says he was saying a bunch of things that were aggressive towards our crew, but zero excuse. I did try to apologize, but in the end, I knew I was wrong. I'll always stand up for my guy and everyone I love, but obviously needed to do it completely different. I'm embarrassed. Sorry you had to witness me in a weak moment. Well, that's a very nice thing for her to say. She just threw a pretzel at a guy who's probably saying something nasty about her husband and, being, how it is, relentless.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that. Well, she didn't hurt nobody. The story goes, neither Levi Stadium security nor Santa Clara police have commented. Well, why should they?
They shouldn't.
It's a pretzel,
Woman
ladies
threw
and
a
gentlemen.
Pretzel. And, come on. This is a woman who has survived, I believe, cancer. And you're yelling at some woman because of something on her Instagram. Yeah, leave a lady alone. Yeah, I'm glad she threw the pretzel. And I hope it hurt your feelings. That's about all I could do. The pretzel.
Some people just deserve a pretzel to the face.
There's a lot of people who deserve a pretzel to the face. Man, if I find out that there's absolutely no law against hitting somebody with a pretzel, I'm buying a bag of pretzels.
Well, was it a small pretzel or was it one of those big stadium pretzels?
I'm driving down the road.
Assuming the larger stadium pretzel.
Did it have the cheese on it?
I'll be chucking pretzels at passing cars. It's legal. It's legal.
Well, I mean, if it's got that stadium cheese on there, that's going to leave a mark. Because that stuff's got all sorts of chemicals in it.
She doesn't seem like the kind of woman who'd eat the pretzel with the stadium cheese on it. Now that's assault.
See,
that's assault.
Well, there's probably salt on there as well.
Also assault.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think that maybe we need more information. If there's a video that we can watch, then we can assess it. But, come on. Why does she get escorted out?
Well, they moved her to different seats.
Oh, okay. So they're just moving her for her protection, not because she was in trouble.
Well, I mean, we've had a few people on the air today, 49er fans that are very passionate about their team and want to share their thoughts about their team and how great their team is and how wonderful their team is.
Fair enough.
And she probably got fed up with it and whistled one of those stadium pretzels at him. And so the people came, the security came and moved her to a different place.
Heavy Metal Maniac says it was a soft pretzel. How bad could that hurt a guy? What a wuss. Yeah. I mean, if anything, somebody throws a soft pretzel at me, I catch it. I'm like, thank you.
Well, that's what you should have done.
Yeah.
Just reach your hand up there and catch it, and it's just thank you very much.
I think hopefully what it was, security saw things brewing, and they're like, come on, let's go. And what they should have done is taken her to better seats. And then that way she could turn around and like, like that. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. It's true.
49ers. Lost Toby. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but thank you for the picture of a baseball player that has been pummeled by pretzels. It must be a Simpsons thing. All right, taking a break. We'll be back. We've got On This Date in Big Georgia sports history and God knows what else. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This Movember, here's to mustaches in all their glory. To the first peach fuzz ones, the lopsided ones, the unexpectedly sexy ones, to the black, brown, and red ones, to the stately salt and pepper ones, to the ones grown by the men we love, the ones grown for the men we love, those with us today and those never forgot. A mustache in Movember is a powerful thing. It helps raise funds and awareness for men's mental health and suicide prevention, prostate cancer, and testicular cancer. So rally your crew, friends, family, co-workers, and take on Movember together. And there are plenty of ways to get involved in Movember, even if you can't grow a mustache. Help us change the face of men's health. Go to Movember.com and let's get this hairy party started. That's Movember with an M as in mustache.com. Movember is a registered 501c3 organization.
This is Dale Hellestrade from my friends at Constructors Bonding. If you need bonds, you can put your trust in Arizona's industry leader for the best service, rates, terms, and capacity anywhere. Constructors Bonding is the #1 writer with 14 sureties and will improve your bond program. Call Dave McKee today to learn how Constructors Bonding will perform for you. 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 or visit cbialliance.com.
Time for some smart saving. Put money aside, not your child's future education.
I'm Arizona State Treasurer Kimberly Yee. The sooner you start an AZ 529 education savings plan, the more money you'll have when your little one graduates high school. Invest just $15 a month and you could have thousands of dollars saved for their education needs. Go to az529.gov so when it's time to achieve their dreams, they can.
Now that's smart saving. Sponsored by the Office of the Arizona State Treasurer.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari talks about the benefits of a financial advisor.
Not only the technicals and the fundamentals and the valuation, but you have to look at the macro picture. And that requires a lot of work where you're looking at the sectors and industries within the sectors. And then you find the stocks within the sectors that are doing better. And then you have to do the work on those individual stocks. And you sort of go to tons of sand before you find those nuggets of gold. And the discipline to do that continuously, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, that is the hard part. People become traders, but they have a job, they've got a family, they get distracted, and then you look at it 3 weeks later and it's all history. Like your personal trainer who keeps your health on check, this is why you need a financial advisor to keep your emotions in check.
If you need help keeping your investments on track, call pound 250 and say, talk to Mo, or go to compact.com and click on the Get Started button. That's COMPAK.com.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Your home for NASCAR. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
David Wender here on 1580, The Fanatic. I don't know if I'm going to keep this beard much longer.
Why is that?
It's wiry.
Well, I mean,
it's a little wiry.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I've got like, I don't know what gauge fishing wire this is, but it's wiry. My beard is manly and wiry, and it's not very soft on the pillow. It pokes me and stuff. And
well, you should get some of that manly beard oil.
Oh, I've tried that, and it doesn't soften it. It just makes my face greasy. You know, I might as well just eat a whole lot of pizza and not, use a napkin. Same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might get rid of it.
You have one of those beard combs?
I have a comb. I just comb my face, which is also kind of a weird thing.
Have you tried to put some like shampoo and conditioner on?
Yeah, I do that. I do that sometimes. I put a little conditioner, but it doesn't
help.
I got manly hair on my face.
Yeah, it is a manly beard.
I might get rid of it. And so the reason I even grew it is because my wife was like, you should grow a beard. I think there was code for, I'm tired of looking at your face.
No.
I'm like, all right, I'll cover my face.
No.
Or she wants to have fantasies about bearded people.
No,
I don't know.
No.
I don't know what's going on. No. Why she wants me to do that.
Because you look good with your beard.
Look
good with your beard.
I don't know. It's all pokey outy. It's not laying down. And stuff,
I think you give it another week or two, and it'll get long enough where it'll start laying down and jumping into place.
It's not my first beard, and
I know that.
Not gotten very far with beards. You just I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Here's the thing. You ever had you shave your face and somebody got mad at you for it?
No.
I shouldn't be worried about that, but I'm a little worried that she'll be disappointed. She'll be like upset that I've done this. As a man, I don't feel like I should have to worry about that sort of thing. It's my face. My face is my hair.
Yeah.
My body, my choice. I should be able to do that. But that whole. No, I'm serious. Yeah, it's no shave November. It's not why I'm doing it, but somebody did a poll on that and they found that 1 in 6 men have had relationship arguments about their facial hair.
Why don't you just say something? Look, I'm thinking about cutting my beard off.
She'll probably say, okay. Although she said, well, I really like the way it looks. Then, of course, I'm like, okay, because I love you. And I can't help myself. And I guess people get into relationship fights. And one of those is that they get mad that you shave your face without consulting them.
Oh, boy.
Well, no woman's ever consulted me on shaving anything. Why do I gotta?
What else do you shave?
Huh?
What else do you shave?
Things. Not me. Her.
Oh. You shave her things?
If she asks nicely. What are you even talking about?
How do we get on this topic?
I don't know. All I know is now the poll didn't break it down into types of fights, but it does probably include fights about not shaving as well. And 5 o'clock shadow thing, you go to try to kiss them and ow, that hurts. 11% of men who are taking part in the No Shave November say their significant other is not happy about this. Can't wait for December 1st when you're supposed to shave it all off. And other weird things in this poll, which I don't know why they asked this stuff. The question is, are men with beards better with money? 48% say yes. 52% no, clean shaven people are better with money.
Really? Well, because they look like they've got it all together.
What a dumb perception. Is having a beard more expensive than shaving every day? Oh, I think so. I think it would be, because the conditioners and the oils and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have an electric razor, bam, you've already bought it. And that's the end of that, right? That's what I use. But they said guys who are clean shaven spend $35 a month on the razors and the cream. With the guys that have the beards, $49. And also going and getting a professional, like a barber trim of the hair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No. Now, on occasion, I've been known to go to a barber and get a straight edge razor shave.
Well, but you're there for a haircut.
Yeah, you get a haircut, you get the straight edge razor, and boy, you come out of there feeling like $1 million. Well, it brings to mind Miss Kim. Miss Kim's going to be angry at me.
Why?
Well, I tried to go the economy razor route, and I bought one of those El Cheapo brand razors. They came with like 1 million refills.
Okay.
For like $10.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't work because I got a manly beard.
Sure.
And
they go dull fast.
Well, they didn't even cut through. So then I went to was at the Costco and got another a different razor with multiple blades. But
still no good.
Yeah.
You got to test those things out, man.
I'm going to have to go back to the Gillette.
You got to test those things out.
I have to go back to that Gillette professional style thing.
I get accused of using my I don't know why I'm telling you this. My wife occasionally will be like, "Did you use my razor?" Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I mean, look at my face. Does it look like I'm using a razor? She's like, "My razor is just really dull."
It couldn't be her.
Why do you I'm not using your Lady Bic. What would I even use it on? You've seen my big old hairy body.
Yeah.
What? There's nothing on me that doesn't, I got an electric razor. Every time it goes dull, I get accused of illegal use. See what you're in for, Keon? You see what someday you're in for?
See, I can't do the electric razor. I've got to use the blade. Maybe call me old fashioned if you will.
You're old fashioned,
but I got to use the blade. I think it's better. But see,
this I got Irish skin. I'll break out.
This thing here,
right under here,
it's just bugging me.
Yeah. Randy's chuckle says beard oil. Real men call that barbecue sauce.
Well,
there is all sorts of probably sauces and stuff in both Randy and mine.
Yeah. Butter from corn on the cob.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
The spaghetti sauce.
Sure. A little something for later. Booger Wolf says Balls of Fury's mom looks like Buddy Hackett. What? Why?
What
do we have superfan on superfan crime right now? Where did that even come from?
Straight fire. Wow. Brought out a Buddy Hackett.
I knew Buddy Hackett, and he'd appreciate it. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, I don't want a man card violation. Oh, here we go. But I found out about 6 months ago, my wife buys a razor for her legs that works wonders on my beard. I use 3 of those damn things a year, and I get the closest shave ever. Forget those gnome whatever guys. You want to pay $35 a month. I got to dial them.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying.
Well, he's saying he's using his wife's lady razor. And he doesn't want it to be a man card violation.
Well, we don't want it to look like 80s Bush now, do we? Colts fan Dan says, Jeffrey, I recommend some 12-pound test line. Sometimes I use that for carp, but I think it'll work for you. Yeah, I could probably catch a pretty good fish with some of this wire on my face. Fed fan says, all right, guys, have fun. I'm off to Michael's to buy unnecessary craft items. Jeez. Lost Toby says, also in non-important football news, Le'Veon Bell was released by the Ravens.
Yes.
Yeah, that saw that. We talked about that yesterday. He's going to end up somewhere filling in some sort of running back by committee role. I would not be surprised, and injuries come and those players get signed. Number one Rattlers fan says, Randy, 99-cent store razors, 2 bags, last a year.
Yeah, but not on me because I've got this thick beard. I've got these. My whiskers are like they're death on razors, and You get in there and you can't get them like the one I used today. I've still got spots where I should go back in and shave, or I could just let it grow and just
grow a beard
look
like me.
Look like a mountain man.
Grow a beard like me. We could be beard buddies.
Well,
that didn't sound weird at all.
No.
Mr. Wilbur says Stafford's wife likely underthrew the pretzel, just like her husband.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Random texter says, did she throw the pretzel at LeBron James? I know he would have cried.
No.
Senior Wake and Bake says, wait, was it a Wetzel's pretzel?
I don't know.
And he says, lay off my liners, by the way. If I want to lose a bet, I'd bet Jeffrey would beat Keon in a foot race.
Foot
It
race?
just came out of my mouth. A foot race.
Was that a Swedish foot race?
I'd race Keon. I know Keon thinks it'd be funny, but I am still pretty confident in my my speed.
Well, you've
in
always
a sprint, I'll win.
I think you if it's a 10-yard dash, you'd probably win.
10 yard dash.
Well, you have put on
10.
Yeah, put on some years on that on those legs here.
I'd race him
I
from
still
one
believe
place
it.
to another place.
At least 10 yards.
Still like my chances.
Mm-hmm.
Balls of Fury says, I apologize to Keon for the Keon Karen remark. Nothing towards you. I just thought it sounded funny. Alliteration.
It does sound funny. I'll give you that.
Don't encourage him.
Well, he's already
Stay offended.
He's taking it back.
No, because then other people have been. You really got to learn things around here, man.
We've got to help you.
We're trying to help you.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too nice.
Licky Lips Johnson, don't send me giant long links. I can't help that. I'm not clicking on that. This is not my computer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1985, quarterback Joe Theismann, who had previously led the Washington football team to the 1983 Super Bowl title, suffered a career-ending compound. No, I'm not doing it. No, not. Stop the music. No, I don't want to think about that.
No,
we're not finishing it.
No.
We're not doing Alex Smith's injury.
No.
We're not doing Joe Theismann's injury on the. Nope, not gonna do it.
No.
I watched that game when it happened, and I had to see the replay, and it was gruesome over and over. They didn't care back then. Over and over and over, they played it, and I'm sitting there like, why do they keep showing that to me? I'm just 14 years old.
You're traumatized.
I was like,
I don't want to see it again.
It bends, it breaks. It bends, it breaks. It was horrible every time.
At least with the Alex Smith injury, we've gone far enough to where as soon as they realized in the replay, they cut it off.
Replay. Yeah.
Went straight to commercial break.
You got to go to YouTube to watch that over and over and over again. So you ghoulish bastards can still do that. No. I'm not doing that. All right. Well, let's do this then. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for On This Date in Big George's old-timey sports history. It's another football one.
Huh?
Back in the year 1940, the first team. Wait a second. Stop the music. Hold on. Thought we said anything before 30, right? What was the treaty on that?
40.
So, but see, this is the year 40, so that's not old-timey. All right, so George called it old-timey, but no, it's still
40 and
40 and beyond is now. Just give me regular sports history. All right,
regular sports history.
Time for On This Date in Big George sports history. Back in the year 1940, the first NFL team traveled by airplane. This team was none other than the Green Bay Packers,
of course,
who traveled to play the New York Giants in a 7-3 losing effort. At the time, the NFL feared the loss of an entire franchise, so they forced the Packers to split the squad between two DC-3s on future flights. Back to me, Jeffrey.
Wow. We don't want to lose the entire team, so I'll tell you, you guys go over here. You guys go over here.
They don't do that anymore, though, do they?
No.
They got a lot of faith in those team planes.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So if we had to choose a team, no. We're not doing that.
It would be like We Are Marshall all over again.
Oh, God. Or Forgetting Sarah Marshall. If you mix those two movies, it's jacked up. Forgetting We Are Sarah Marshall? I don't know. Navy Brad says, gentlemen, this week I play boogie in fantasy. Any words of encouragement I can get?
Punt.
Yeah. I was going to say, enjoy the free win.
Oh, man.
Should we spin the wheel of sports? Nope, I guess we can't.
Can't.
Oh, I was going to. No, they're not. Now I'll just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow.
All right.
Deflated Balls says first team on an airplane. That's not old timey. No, he said 1940 is the cutoff. Not 1940 before, 1940 and after is regular history.
Yep.
So I think it's weird they wait because the planes were flying a good deal of time before that, right?
Yeah. 1940?
You ever have a football team in a blimp or a Zeppelin?
Yeah, the Zeppelin come in.
Yeah, I would not get on the Lions Zeppelin. Oh my gosh, the humanity! What, did it catch fire? No, it's just the Lions coming off there. They're just here to play. Sorry. All right, everybody, that's it for us. We'll be back in your radios again tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Oh my God, the humanity!
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here.